Did you know Bond students have been in every Olympics since '92? How do they do it? Bond is known for its prowess in the sporting domain. With incredible facilities throughout campus, it means you can easily transition from this to this. Sport is alive and well at Bond University.
Well, welcome everyone to the 2024 QAFL State League senior competition between the round 10 competition, between Aspley and Morningside here at Graham Road. My name's Jack Barry. I'm joined in the commentary box by David Hampton. This should be a beauty today with two top teams as they go head to head, David.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Jack, and yeah, absolutely looking forward to this game, as well as Aspley boys coming through. I think they've got the 100-gamer leading them through out there. They've got the banner done, so both these sides have been in absolute ripping form. Just a one loss between the two of them, top of the table clash, and really looking forward to this afternoon's game.
Our umpires for today's game are Jemison Galbraith, Sam Sunville, Rowan Smith. Our field umpires, our boundaries are Grace Wilkin and Nicholas Mav, and our goal umpires are Alistair Meldrum and Caleb Fitch. Thank you to Bradman Doors and Windows and Doors, who do a magnificent job in sponsoring the umpires throughout the season. So you're right, we saw Cody Stackelberg, the champion full forward,
yes.
playing his, well, I think it might be his 100th game
100th
today.
game today, yep.
How good is that? He'll be certainly a player to watch today. You spoke earlier, David, about Aspley losing probably their first game for the year. They've done back-to-back premierships,
yep.
and they're well on track to trying to do a three-peat.
Yeah, I think they just having a chat with a couple of boys earlier on. They said Tom Hickey got hold of them real heavily last week and absolutely dominated the last half, as you would suspect. Obviously, the superior ruckman in the competition, and you'd expect nothing less from the big fella. But yeah, as we said, both these sides just been in ripping form. Not a lot. A few changes. So they've had. I think a fella broke his wrist on Thursday at training. Yeah, it's a good call there, David. So out of the side for Aspley, we see Nicholas Dodge with a hand injury. Looks like it's a break there. And I'm told it was such a bad broken wrist that they had to get the ambulance here on Thursday night at training. And the ambulance was in that much shock. They gave him a full whistle, which he had the whole lot. Yeah. And then they had to also give him an injection of some pethidine for the pain. They said they'd never seen. Just got caught in a tackle at training and snapped the whole. Well, I should see him before. You're right. It was well strapped up from shoulder to wrist. So we wish him all the best. We wish Nick all the best. Also out of the side, Jasper Craven, who's a real workhorse for them. He's out with a looks like a foot injury. He was in a moon boot down there outside the rooms before the game. So again, Jasper picked in the state squad. So unfortunately, he won't be able to get enough opportunity to play with them. And also Hill out of the side. But they've got some big ins. None bigger than the former Grogan medalist in Ryan Banks-Smith comes into the side. He's joined by Templeton, Tommy Templeton, and also Will Pepin, a couple of premiership players. So some big ins. But as we were talking prior to going on air, there's some big outs also for Morningside with a big wedding on. Yes. We were just talking about that off air. Yeah, I think 5 players may be involved in that wedding as well. So so missing 5 players, 8 players out of their side from the undefeated Morningside of having a super season under the coaching of Paul Egan. Out of the side is Kelly Castle, Daniel Lloyd, Brad Hodge, the ruckman, Kyle Dunkley on VFL duties back with the Brisbane Lions. Billy Prenderby, the skipper, is out. Lovig is out. Darcy Cameron Reeves, also the co-captain, I think, and also Dylan Swan. So some really good senior midfield players out there. But they've got some big ins, haven't they? Pete comes into the side. Dawson, they've got a couple of debutants, well. Greenaway and also Swan come in. Perslow's back. Hayden Bartoli Simmons, who's a great pickup for them, a premiership player with Morningside. He's back in the number 1 Guernsey. Young Pearce and McCarthy. So a couple of good young blokes coming into the side also. So plenty to play for those younger blokes, David. Yes, and who are you tipping this afternoon, Jack? It's a really interesting one, isn't it? I'm tipping, I think we'll see Aspley bounce back. They're a very strong side. It'll be a hard side to beat here. They've got a good list of players. They play a really good brand of footy. But, geez, I've been mighty impressed with Morningside this year. They've done a great job. But I think my tip will be them. Yourself? Purely because of the wedding. I'll go with the big outs there for Morningside. Yeah, I'll go with you with Aspley as well. But if that was to eventuate, that'd be their first loss of the season. So just about ready for kickoff here this afternoon. So centre bounce, round 10 action. The 2 top teams here in the Queensland Australian Football League. Up they go. A nice tap out of there by Aspley. They can win the ball. A handball over the top. Here's a chance now for Horn. Horn gets onto the left foot, drives the ball forward. Nice kick to advantage. And there's a good mark by the Panthers just outside forward 50. Darting back, turns inside. He's got a lead on. Can he find it? But it's well cut off by the defence of Aspley as they feed the ball back and kick back down the line. The pack set themselves. Up they go, and it goes over the top, and the ball rolls over the line and out of bounds. Fast start to this contest this afternoon, as you'd expect, from the 2 powerhouse sides of season 2024. As we'll have a boundary throw in out of side of the ground. No score yet. Opening minute. Swan was beaten on that occasion by Coombs. Got the ball down, but they work it back towards the line where the ball goes out of bounds again with a secondary ball in. So the Rucks do battle again. Swan Once again, he was beaten by Coombs on that occasion. They get the ball forward. Little toe poke was smothered. Got to go back and win their own football. They do. Handball over the top. Bring the ball back into the corridor. Dangerous kick. He was there looking for Cody Stackelberg. Couldn't take it, but they still maintain possession. They work the ball forward now inside their attacking 50. Gets out over the back. A little opportunity. Ball dribbles in towards full forward. There's plenty of numbers back, though, for Morningside, and they should be able to get out of trouble. And they will with the chain of handballs. However, it was turned over. The kick was smothered. Ball stays alive. Smothered again. Eventually goes over the line for a boundary throw-in.
So great defensive pressure there by Morningside in deep in defence. No scorers yet. We've played just coming up to the 2-minute mark of the first term. Morningside kicking the right of screen. Aspley to the left, throwing it up. Front spot. Coombs moves him under the ball. Now it's a quick kick forward. Umpire may pay the mark. It's kicked high. And it's a nice mark in defence by Morningside as they push the ball back. This is Dwyer, the former premiership player of 2020, back into the seniors today. Dwyer heads out to the wing. It's not a great kick. It's going to be a turnover. He would want to get that one back. And the nice little kick towards. There's a good mark there to Batchelor, the rugged midfielder. Eyes darting. Kicks into space. Looking for a cut-off. Oh, Stackelberg couldn't take the mark over the top. Trying to hold the ball. They handball it out. Kick the ball along through Griffiths. He dribbles towards the boundary line. They're still keeping the ball into play. The umpire says, I'll have it, thank you.
Fast start to this game. Stackelberg almost taking a screamer in his 100th game this afternoon. Mighty Hornets. They pull it up. Coombs got a little kick. They maintain possession. Little ball over the top came from Cody Stackelberg. Goes in towards full forward. Now the umpire's found a free kick. And which way is it going? Back to Morningside. They'll take the ball there through the agency of Dwyer. His kick is okay. They go backwards. They work it out of defence nicely. They go to the outer side. Just beats everybody. We'll go over the line for a boundary throw-in. We're just on 3.5 minutes here. Still no score. Both sides just filling each other out there, Jack.
Yep, plenty to play for. Both being side forward 50. Umpire to bring the ball back into play. Ruckman contest. Swan gets a big fist over the top. Racing for the ball. It's a one-on-one contest. Trying to keep the ball alive. Morningside just trying to knock that ball forward. But it's taken over the line there by Cody Stackelberg, and it'll be thrown in once again for both teams on the middle of the ground here at Graham Road. Morningside v Aspley. Up they go again. Coombs in the front spot, and he does a lovely top over the top. Bartoli Simmons gets the ball. Handballs quickly. Now they go forward, Morningside. The numbers are good. Downey thought he was tripped. Umpire says play on the leading goal kicker. Here's a chance now. Gets strongly tackled. Good defensive pressure there by Aspley. They're trying to get rid of the ball. It's trying to cause a stoppage, and they will as the umpire will ball it up. We've played just 4.5 minutes of the first term. David.
Yeah, great pressure from both sides, as you would expect. Change. Still no score. I think we'll get the secondary ball up. Absolute perfect conditions for football here this afternoon. Zups oval. Ball up, and the umpire's found a free kick. It's going to go Morningside's way. They've just been taken high. Just trying to pick up that player there. He's going to kick from pretty well right on the 50. He's going back a long way, so Downey makes the lead up forward. That's ignored. Going to try and go all the way. It's not quite going to get there. Downey's at the back. It might get off hands. It does go off hands, but through for a minor score. That's the opening score. 5.5 minutes here in the opening term. Morningside one behind. Aspley Hornets yet to score.
So the nice kick there by Tommy Horn for the Panthers, but here's a chance now as they'll drive the ball out. A big long kick. Here's a chance now for Crawley. It's punched away, but well sharked. A nice kick forward. Can't take the mark. Punched over the top there by Dwyer. Couldn't quite take the mark. There was young Ethan Myers, and the umpire will throw the ball up right in front of the commentary wing here. Plenty of talk here. Onto the ground coming is Tommy Templeton for Aspley.
Ethan Myers just came onto the ground as well, just prior to that.
Umpire throws the ball in. It's a lovely throw. Bit of holding. Coombs works his play around the ball. Picked up now. Here's a chance here for Lohman. Lohman turns around on a dime, kicks the ball forward. Nice play. That's great play by Horn. Gets onto the left foot, drives it in towards the dangerous part of the forward line. Downey might have been caught holding, and it'll be a free kick to Aspley deep in defence. And that'll be Wosley Black, I think. Wosley Black, yep, kicks the ball out wide. He's got a player all by himself, and it's a good mark there, taken by Payne. Payne kicks the ball up onto the wing, punched over the top there, gets a handball free. Here's a chance for the Panthers. They're linking through the air. McDonough kicks the ball forward. Tapped over the back. Numbers to the ball. Good turnaround. Here's a chance now here for Cockatoo. He kicks the ball forward, rolling towards the boundary line, and it will be kept in play by Downey.
Yeah.
He's been tackled with the footy, and the umpire says, I'll have it, thank you. Good start, David.
Yeah, fantastic stuff there. Cockatoo getting an early touch as well. Well played by Downey. Just kept that ball alive. They have a chance to score once again. That's deep in the forward pocket. No one going out of that contest, so the umpire will come in and ball it up. A lot of stoppages early in this game. The sides can't quite get the run that they're looking for, and that's just due to the pressure. Coombs, big punch over the top was a beauty, but it's flicked back to Coombs, and now he throws it onto his boot, kicks it forward, up towards half back. They're fighting for their own football here, the Hornets. That's okay. The kick's a good one, and Crawley takes the mark, and he moves it quickly, and that kick's a beauty, and he finds Banksmith.
Banksmith, back in the Aspley colours today, kicks to a nice kick to advantage, worked under the ball. Well, there was Housen as he puts Stackelford out of business, and it's a nice kick and lead and a good mark there taken by Peake. Peake, usually good by foot, looks inboard, just sends it up high. Pack setting themselves, Horns in front position. No one can take, the lovely mark to the brilliant Dawson. Twice best on ground in the grand final. The Joe Grant medalist, kick still on the ground. And now driven away there by Cody Stackelberg. Drives into the forward line, can't take the mark. Roved beautifully by Aspley. Handball over the top to Banksmith. He gets a big, strong tackle. And the ball goes over the boundary line and thrown in deep inside the forward 50.
First real attacking play there for Aspley. Yet to get on the scoreboard. Only a point so far. We've played just on 8.5 minutes. Got an opportunity here. Thrown in left forward pocket. Just falls short. Doing the ruck work with Swan. He got it down to the front, but there's a lot of players around this ball. I thought it was just fed out in the end. Morningside get a quick kick. I don't think it'll be the required distance. Will the mark be paid? No, it won't. Umpire will come in and ball it up. Hectic start to the opening quarter, Jack.
Yeah, plenty to play for. Umpire throws the ball up. Grabbed out of the ruck there by Coombs. He's been busy today. Kicks the ball high. Morningside trying to clear the ball. Can't take the mark. It was Harker. And then the umpire says, I'll have it again. So both teams just trying to sort themselves out. Trying to get on their terms to throw up. No one really got their chance. Coombs dived at the last minute. Of course, both key ruckmen for both sides. Hodge out for Morningside, and of course, Will Walbers, the dual premiership ruckman, he's out with a foot injury as well. So that's probably why Hickey got hold of him last week. But he's doing a mighty job, is Coombs.
He has started this game well. The time he didn't get the hit out. It was okay. Ball's at ground level. Still plenty of numbers. Well, Pryor may have been trying to handball get that ball out by hand, and he was tackled and dragged back in. But the umpire said, "I'll have it, thank you." Just watch Dawson set up behind the ball. He's a real quarterback, isn't he? He seems to always get space on his own and takes a lot of intercept marks and intercept football.
Yeah, no, it's a great call, David. He does it really, really well. He sets up his troops, as you said, and he really influences the game back there. So he's a player that will be interesting to what the coaching staff do if they allow him to be able to do that all day. Ball tapped forward. No one can mark. Handball over the top, under pressure. Good forward pressure there by Banksmith. The ball spins over the line and out of bounds. And, of course, that was young Jacob Lohman seeing that ball go over. Played...
both boundary umpires and umpires have been very busy so far.
Well, now they're sponsored by Bradman Windows and Doors. They'll be looked after. Punch over the top there, rolling forward, and it'll go back out of bounds. And David, Interesting start. No one can really grab the game by the scruff of the neck. It's just sort of
real arm wrestle, isn't it?
It's a real arm wrestle, just sorting themselves out. Been a good battle in the ruck, though, between Swan and also Coombs.
Well, they'll be tired too, the two ruckmen, because they've had an enormous amount of stoppages so far in this game. They feed the ball back here, the Hornets. Now got a problem, got to get rid of it. Does, but turns it over. Chance for Morningside to kick the ball forward. There's that man, though, Dawson. Intercepts, fed the handball out wide. They've got plenty of numbers around there. Henderson goes back onto the left boot. Kick is a turnover. Mark taken by Lohman. Jacob Lohman at half back.
Lohman sends it out while looking for Cockatoo. Keeps the front space now, but it's roved over the top. They're going to try and spread the ball. They do. That's a good linkage play. Here's a chance for Bank Smith. He's going to take the game on. Kicks inside forward 50. They've got someone to cut him off if they can. And Dawson, not Dawson. That is, sorry, got missed up there. It's Dwyer was there in time to punch the ball. Kicked away, back down the line. No one can take the mark. This time the ball spins over the line and out of bounds. Dwyer, Dawson, plenty of D's out there today.
So 12 minutes gone, just one behind so far. No, the conditions are absolutely perfect, so can't blame those. A little breeze. Fist over the top. Here's a chance for Aspley now. They go forward. Dawson, and the kick's a good one. And they've got the mark. Only 25 metres out from goal. Pretty well directly in front. Is that Stackelberg?
That's Stackelberg, yep.
Game 100.
He's kicked his 30 for the year, so just 5 off the leader, which is Keegan Downey, ironically at the end of at the other end. So he's a proven goal kicker.
We could be treated to battle of the full forwards this afternoon. As he comes in, Stackelberg, and he's offline through for a minor score, and that's a let off. Morningside, but they level it up. One behind each. We've played 13 and a quarter minutes here in the opening term.
So Garrett Madonna will bring the ball back into play. He's a beautiful kick.
He's a beautiful kick.
And look at that. That was a beautiful kick. It shouldn't take the ball out in front. Was Bartoli Simmons trying to mark it on his chest.
Yep.
Got the fist in there, and that causes a ball up just outside Aspley's forward 50. 13.5-minute mark, first term, round 10 action. The two top teams, Aspley versus Morningside. Umpire to throw the ball back into play. Perslow's gone into the ruck for Morningside, but it's Coombs, a beautiful tap out, but it's sharked away there by Morningside, and they're going to be held up. And another throw in. So we've had a few throw ups today already, and ball in.
A lot of stoppages,
a lot of stoppages. No one's really owning that part of the
well,
play.
they're not really coming through the corridor yet either side, are they? So denying it. McDonough gets it. His kick smothered though, and again it goes over the line. I did see in round one McDonough. I reckon he kicked the goal from around about 70 metres out. He went forward and plenty of celebrations for him. But yeah, he's got that deadly left boot.
Well, he's a different player to Dawson, but he is that quarterback style player as well. He can really set up play from behind the footy, can't he?
He certainly can.
Bartoli Simmons, a bit of a quick kick along the wing there. Downey's moved himself right up to the ground. He's getting heavily checked there by Wosley Black. And he'll make his way back down to full forward as we get another throw up there, David.
Just under 15 minutes gone here in the opening term. Scores level, just the one behind each. Gets thrown back into play. Coombs just worked it to the front. They'll get the clearance as well from Myers. It goes up towards half forward. Oh, great mark going back with the flight.
I think it might be Lohman.
Lohman
started off well.
And takes a great contested mark between centre and half back. He's called to play on. Just goes the little pitching wedge down the line. Plenty of fly up for the ball. No one can come down with it. We'll get another stoppage.
Of course, we've got the big state game coming up, David, later on this month between Queensland and Tasmania. Something to look forward to them between Queensland and Tasmania down at Bond University, and also North Queensland versus South Queensland. So a big carnival of football down at Bond University on the Gold Coast in a couple of weeks' time.
Footy strong and well in Queensland, that's for sure.
Benny McCarthy coming on for Morningside as young Harry Taylor comes off for a spell. Ball kick forward. Morningside get wrapped up again. No one can get clear possession. No team's really getting their run-on game going yet. It's a real contested game. To your point, David, a bit of an arm wrestle at the moment.
Coombs pushed off it that time. It was okay. Again, have another one. Yeah, Coombs has been instrumental in this opening term. A big hit away just before, but certainly dominating proceedings in the ruck as he does again. Gets it forward at 15 metres, then tries to pick up his own ball, which came back to him. McDonough just skirted forward now. McDonough, if he can get the ball, he gets it now, but he's over the line. And umpire, in fact, it'll be a free kick coming back to the Hornets. Got a player in short in Cody Stackelberg, and he takes the mark.
Stackelberg, defensive. Gets onto his left foot, sends it wide. Over the top's Nelson with the big fist over the top of Payne, but the umpire said you got him high, so the champion, Matty Payne, will get the ball on the central wing on the far side of the ground. One of the great players of Queensland footy kicks the ball and finds his teammates. Good players. They've got a bit of a purposeful build-up now, the Hornets. Don't want to just turn the footy over. Goes in short, looking for the lead. No one can take it much. A snap, smothered, mopped up by Morningside. Handball there by Goodwin. Nelson onto the left foot, sends it out wide. Dwyer takes the mark, settles things down for the Panthers. He's going to go back across the face of goals. Finds Madonna. Quick kick, lovely, beautiful. The Panthers will spread the ball across the ground, out wide, trying to take a mark, and there's a nice mark there to number 26 in the debutant in Wyatt Greenaway. Greenaway onto the left, sends it long, looking for down. He gets worked under the ball. Wasley Black's there. So is Bartoli Simmons. Tap forward. Big strong tackle, long strong tackle there by Lohman. And there's a bit going on too there. It's just starting to heat up. David, as we've got to bounce.
No, I think he paid a free kick. No,
he's going to bounce. He's going to throw the ball up.
He does. That time. Ruck work was done by Swan. He got it forward. Kick was only as far as Jeffrey. Jeffrey takes the mark for Aspley. They've got players real short. Neither side prepared to pull the trigger in the corridor at the moment. Just going down the line the majority of the time. This time he goes back. It was Sanders. Got it over to Wasley Black, who feeds the handball out to Dawson. Now they're out on the outer side. It looks like it might have been McDonald. Moves it quickly. Oh, good intercept work there, though, by Greenaway, who just had the ball on the other side of the ground. So good work rate for him to get pushed right across. He gets the ball over the line for a boundary throw and outer side. With 19 minutes gone and still just a one behind each.
Amazing game. Who would have thought this?
No.
The two top teams. Umpire throws the ball in. Tapped over the top was Perslow. Payne, beautifully roved. Kicks the ball inside forward 50. Over too much on it. It's a lovely mark as he's worked under the ball and taken in defence there by the Panthers. Looking around. Housand. Gives it to McCarthy. Nice kick forward. Taken there by, it looks like the Panthers on the outer wing there. Looks like Perslow.
Perslow, yep.
Yep, Perslow. In the state squad, kicks up there, but it's going to be chopped off or couldn't hold the mark. They've got numbers there to butter up. Kick forward, but smothered. Has been the topic all day, the pressure. Puts a little toe poke there. Now McCarthy gets his ball smothered. Spills out the back. They've got to be clean here. They've got players behind the footy. Now they work the ball. McCarthy once again racking him up. Handball again forward. Nelson centres the ball to Madonna. This is dangerous. Yeah. Madonna off one step. Bang. In towards some space. He's going to have to run. He's looking for his teammates. A lovely mark here on the central wing. Taken there by
Greenaway. Goes with the left boot. Oh, it's going to be chopped off by Dawson. Goes through his hands, though. Got plenty of numbers, though, in defence at the moment. Neither player really wanted it. Greenaway wanted more, and he did well. Fed the ball off and then gets his own ball back. Bright start for the young fella. Greenaway in towards centre half forward, and that's a beautiful kick as well. I've liked his style early. Oh, they fed it off to McDonough. We've seen this before. And he's kicking towards goal. It's just offline.
Wow, great call, David. You picked it early on. He's dangerous. They're going to have to be awake to that. So Lohman, good mark. Over towards the dangerous McDonough, and just missed out on kicking his first for the day. But a good call, David. So the Hornets to bring the ball back into play. 21-minute mark. First term, all by himself. They've got a chance to run and go. This looks like it's Henderson looking around. They're just very, very careful with the ball. They kick it long and high, down the line. Pack set themselves. Oh, the big fly by Pepin. Couldn't mark. Ball spills to the ground. Handball forward. Here's a chance now. They've got own the corridor. This is what they want. A nice kick forward, but he's standing still. And, whoa, Greenaway, what a start for him. He's cut the mark off in defence.
Been very impressive debutant this afternoon. You won't have to wait too long for game number 2 either. His kick's a good one. Now they work it really well. Handball over the top. Downey. Oh, what's happened? Downfield it'll be. Well, Downey received the handball. He might have been better to keep going. Now he's going to take a set shot. But absolute. Really, that was all set up from the young fella. Greenaway from half back.
Yeah, he's been playing well.
Downey. 22 minutes gone. Just 2 behinds to 1 behind. Can Downey, leading goal scorer in the QAFL this season. Kick. It's a really tight angle. And he's pushed it right across the face for a minor score. They get their 3rd behind. 3 behinds. Aspley Hornets 1 behind. And we're 22 and a half gone in the opening term. Here it's up Aspley Oval.
To kick the ball back in. It's going to be Batchelor. Lovely kick out wide. Nice kick, and he's found Sanders. Sanders looking to go inboard. They're trying to spread this ball across. They don't want to be predictable. They're going to go back across the other way.
Oh, Dawson.
Oh, was he watching? Was he watching?
No.
Down he crunches him. And he's under pressure, but the umpire's going to call. What's he going to call? A ball up. Jeez, that was a quick call. Thought he might have been caught there.
Yeah. Well, he was caught all right. He was caught unawares that the kick was going to him.
Has good eyes in the back of his head. Tap forward, swung around. Handball forward. Numbers suit Aspley if they can get the ball out.
Now he's gone.
Now he's picked it up. And there's going to be a free kick in the forward pocket. And Morningside's got the ball. And it'll be young Zane Pearce.
Yeah.
He's been an impressive youngster, come through the ranks, through the juniors. Played some impressive games in the reserves. He's tasted a bit of senior football this year. He's an exciting player to watch. He's going to have a shot for goal to try and put Morningside's first for the afternoon, sorry. Zane Pearce comes in, sends it into the mouth of the goal square, and it's a lovely mark to Dawson. Deep in defence.
Doing what he does best, Dawson intercepting. Goes in short to Wesley Black. Oh, he goes back to Dawson. That's dangerous. That could be really dangerous, but he keeps the ball alive. Thought he could have put it through from behind, but they'll eventually get out of trouble. The Hornets, and they've got the mark cross half back. Got players moving forward. Templeton, I thought he wanted to go to. Well, his hospital ball went to Batchelor. And Batchelor was, he was very, very fortunate to get the free kick from the hospital ball. Now he'll play on round the mark and he'll take it out wide. That's a nice kick too. They can go forward here. Chain of handballs. Now the kick will come in towards full forward. And they've got the mark through Connor Stackelberg.
Well, a bit of risk for reward there. They chopped the ball around. They kept the ball alive. But when they got that ball through the middle of the ground there, Stackelberg had space to lead in. It was a beautifully weighted kick and a strong mark.
So Stackelberg, can he get the first goal of the afternoon from the Hornets? He's 40 out directly in front. Normally a dead-eye deck. This is no exception. Stackelberg gets the first goal of the afternoon. The Hornets get their first goal of the afternoon as well. They move to 1-1-7, Morningside 3 behind. We played 25 and a half minutes in the opening term.
Well, he's a star player at the QAFL, Connor Stackelberg. Would have loved to have seen him playing state footy again this year. He's certainly a player that puts bums on seats. He's exciting to watch here at Aspley. That was a lovely goal. Again, we would have grown up the old school full forwards, and he certainly reminds me of one of those. Give me a bit of time and space.
Yeah.
He can take pack
And
marks.
they're not actually all that different, Stackelberg and Downey.
No, they're very, very similar. So
And both very exciting to watch, as something normally happens when they're around the football.
So we're back in this middle. 1-1-7 plays 3 behinds. We've got a 26-minute mark of the first term. Round 10 action. Umpire bounces the ball high. Up they go. Swan trying to get the tap out, but as Coombs gets his fist on the ball, he's been impressive first term. Strong tackle. Here's a chance for Horn. Horn kicks around the corner. The ball's going to bounce. Aspley trying to attack the ball. Racing through the ball there was McDonald. Handball over the top. Here's a chance for Morningside. They're looking for the pacey little kick forward there by Harry Taylor. Into the goals. Go rolling through. Harry Taylor kicks his first, and Morningside answers straight back, David.
That's more the play we're hoping to see this afternoon. 25 minutes to get the opening goal and 2 and 30 seconds.
A key clearance there by Tom Horn, also in the state squad. Yep. Looking dangerous, got that ball forward. McDonald couldn't quite get hold of the footy. The ball spilt free, and Taylor making the most of his opportunity, kicks a lovely little goal.
A 1-1-7, plays 1-3-9, 2 points of margin. Favour of the Panthers. Just on 27 minutes gone here in the opening term. It won't be a very long quarter. There has been a lot of stoppages. They don't blow time on for boundary throw-ins, I don't think, do they?
Yep, they do, yep.
They do,
yep.
Okay, there you go. Up they go in the ruck. Coombs has just come on after a well-earned rest, got the hit out. Might get the ball back. No one breaking through there. The umpire will come in and ball it up. Secondary one. Coombs again over the top. That's a bit of aerial tapping. Now they can go forward here, the Hornets. That's good. Crawley on the left boot. Shoots in towards goal. But he misses. And through from minor school. Probably had a little bit more time than he thought there. They move on to 1-2-8. Morningside 1-3-9. Point the difference.
Yeah, the dangerous Bank Smith getting a really good clearance there. And then, of course, as you said, Crawley running into space. Probably would have liked that kick again. It goes just short. Madonna. Lovely little kick. This is Dwyer. He goes in short. He kicks to a 2-on-1. Puts himself under pressure. McCarthy couldn't take the ball there. Here's a chance now. Ducks and weaves. They kick the ball high. Pack setting themselves. Ken Stackelberg just gets pushed off the ball. And the umpire says goes through for 1 behind. So 1-3-9 Aspley now. It's all tied up in the first term. These two heavyweight teams for this year ranked 1 and 2. Morningside undefeated so far. And Aspley just losing their first for the day.
Oy.
Oh, too much on that. He kicked it out of bounds on the full has Nelson, and it'll be a chance to relaunch again for Aspley.
Kick comes in towards full forward, coming across Bank Smith, and he takes the mark, only 35 out from goal, directly in front. And just shows his class and polish. One touch grab. He can hit Aspley Hornets the lead for the first time in this opening term. Just approaching quarter time, 29 minutes gone. Bank Smith. He's going to kick from about 35 metres out from goal. Comes in, the pink boots. I don't think he struck it all that well. He hasn't. And he's offline. And through for a minor school. 1-4-10 plays 1-3-9. In favour of Aspley, but that is their lead for the first time this afternoon.
Ball kick forward. Aspley have numbers to the football. The umpire says, I'll have it, thank you. So Madonna taking in the kicking duties once again. Umpire throws the ball up. Swan, but it's Coombs over the top. Goodwin's there. Ball spills over the line and will be thrown in once again.
As we said, very good crowd out here this afternoon too.
Yeah, the two top teams, as we've spoken, we said it a few times today. Umpire to throw the ball back in their work. Overtime this first term has been the amount of stoppages. It's a lovely throw in. There's a siren for quarter time. So at the break we see Aspley 1-4-10 leading Morningside 1-3-9. Our goal kickers for the game so far for Aspley have Connor Stackelberg has 1, and for Morningside we have Harry Taylor has is the lone goal kicker. We'll take a small break and we'll be back for more QAFL action after this short break. sorry, what was your name?
Yeah, Eden. Dave.
Eden.
Mr. Eden.
It goes at Boston, yeah.
Yeah, you want to do some around the grounds when we get. Yeah, well,
All this stuff.
with all these stoppages, I was going to say jump in and do them. Yeah. Do you go that far? Where do you normally contact Gold Coast games?
I just go where I was at the high call up bunch of some and do a call. I just went to so
Yep.
I'm always at footy every weekend, so if I'm not there, I'm watching. I think I watched it on 9-1 so so I'd rather call a game because I can follow it a lot, but if I'm out everyone's going out for a chat.
Have a chat, yeah. I've noticed walking the ears.
And then I think it's
Yeah.
hard to follow. But
I'm
here,
the same. Gun stand on the other side of the ground. Wait, in fact, I didn't believe it was.
oh yeah, she is efforts. That's lovely.
Yeah, it's all there.
Trish,
Oh, okay.
she's the boss for.
Okay.
There's a few people in the office.
I'm always doing the tail there.
Yeah, no, there's good team.
Josie.
Yeah, no, there's good team. We've got lots of great girls working for us. Yeah. And Trish is a great leader. She sees everything. Empowers you. No one's getting hard on him, so
Yep.
still do your job. Come back to
You on the score tonight? Is that right? With Rocky or?
I should go first.
Oh, yeah.
Everything was all cut and paste for photo ready.
I know worse. Theo swap. Theo's number is.
Hey, big dog. I'm mid next one.
Oh, you're cool.
And welcome back to Zups at Aspley Oval, where quarter time huddles have just separated. Just repeating those scores: 1-4-10 for Hornets, Morningside 1-3-9. Absolute perfect conditions out here this afternoon. Joining me is Jack Berry, and well, bit of a slow start, a lot of stoppages in that opening term, Jack, but we got a couple of goals late.
Yeah, it was just started to open up a little bit more in that last probably 5 minutes of the game. Started to open up. We saw back-to-back goals. Couldn't get a goal. Both teams couldn't buy a goal, but then got that goal at the end there.
So siren sounds underway. The ruck contest, it's been Coombs. He's been outstanding in that opening term. Once again, got the hit out. The ball came to Templeton. He was pulled down the tackle. Chance now for Morningside to go forward. Chain of handballs. Look out, you're gone. And snuck up on him from behind. And a wonderful tackle on Bartoli Simmons. We'll see the Hornets go forward. They'll go to Dawson. The creator in that back line, Dawson. On the right boot, the kick's a good one. Spots up Sanders. Sanders goes in short. Finds Cody Stackelberg. Stackelberg, he goes short as well. That's okay. Finds Harker. Cohen Harker. Can go on the right boot. Kick goes inside 50. No mark taken. Ball spilled off there, but Tolly Simmons was there, but he was tackled. The umpire says, I'll have it. I'll have a ball up just inside attacking 50.
Yeah, Coach Adrian Pilgrim kept his boys at Aspley extended period of time, and they're not wasting any possessions here. Here's a chance now. Darting in and out, feeding the ball back. Kick forward again there by Stackelberg into the mouth of the goal square. He just works him underneath the ball. Couldn't take the mark. He had 2 bites of it. Morningside under pressure here, deep in defence. They're trying to stand on top of the ball. Is he going to drag the ball in? He's trying to keep it alive. Handball out now. They'll try and clear the ball. Still the pressure there by the forwards by Aspley. They're trying to keep it and then strangle up. Ball spills free. This is good work. Feeds the ball back. Picked up, racing under pressure. Takes the game on. Kicks around his corner is Templeton, but he can't kick it through the goals. It goes through the behinds, and it's through for their 5th point for the day. 1-5-11 is Aspley, as Madonna will kick the ball in to play.
Madonna sung his praises. A beautiful left foot kick normally. Oh, and that's no exception. He's almost got that to centre wing and pinpoints a fella out there. Now they've got the overlap. They can run and gun here. If the kick's just got enough on it, it has. They can get it quickly in towards Downey. He's calling for it. He wants it long. Downey, he's coming out to meet it, and he takes the mark. 25 out directly in front.
Well, we would say in the old days, champagne football, and that was it at its very, very best. Beautiful kick by Madonna. Laced out his planter in, I think it was in Griffiths. Moved the ball through McCarthy. And then it goes a lovely kick inside forward 50 to the leading target, our leading goal kicker this year in Keegan Downey.
So Downey, from 25 out, doesn't normally miss season. This is no exception again. So Downey gets the goal. And they take the lead again, through Keegan Downey. Morningside move on to 2-3-15. The Hornets 1-4-10. We'll play just under 3 minutes here in the second term. And that was certainly the passage play of the day. And all started with that, it's just a lethal weapon, isn't it, Donna?
Beautiful kick, and yeah, you're right, Downey, the 2022 Morningside Best and Fairest, the Devery Kelly medalist, didn't disappoint and had a bit of space to lead into, and they're hard to stop. So we're back in the middle. Now, as we see Morningside 2-3-15, leading Aspley 1-4-10. The second term into the rucks. It's going to be Swan for Morningside, and Coombs, who's been probably has got the pick so far, and he butters up quickly, gets a kick quick away, and there's a nice mark to Banks Smith on the half forward flank. He plays on quickly. Now he moves the ball into space. That's how they want it down there. Over the top, no one can take the mark. Trying to tap the ball out is Dwyer. And there's a bit of a stack on the mill there. And the umpire says, I'll have it, thank you. It's a 4-minute mark.
Of the second term, 5 points. It's the lead to the Panthers. Oh, just pushed out of the ruck. Was a little bit too easy on that occasion.
We'll quickly go around the grounds. Palm Beach 37 trailing Noosa 38. Broadbeach 32 got the jump on Victoria Park. Back to you, David.
Ball back in there again. Harker tries to get his way out. We'll get another chance. This time through Dwyer's kick around the body is a good one. And he spots up a teammate. I think it's Herring.
Yeah, Mac Herring.
Mac Herring, he's only 35 metres out. Pretty well directly in front. He can get the lead back for the Hornets.
Again, had space to lead into. They're hard to stop. The quick kick out of stoppage and then out of a pack. And he was able to run on and take a nice mark. Herring into the side this week.
Oh, he'll kick. Pretty much from the same spot as Downey. Just got his goal from the other end. Only round about 30 metres out from goal. Kicks on its way. Goal umpire doesn't move. And the Hornets get their second. And they get the lead back. They move to 2-4-16. Morningside 2-3-15.
We'll check those scores. Broadbeach at 32, leading Redlands 1 behind. Wilston Grange 17, leading Labrador 4. Surface Paradise 41, bouncing back against Mount Gravatt 12. And it's all tied up out at Maroochydore with Maroochydore 26 and the Sherwood Magpies also 26. That's the quarter time scores for QAFL round 10.
Just under 6 minutes gone here in the second term. A goal apiece to both these sides. Absolute perfect conditions out here this afternoon as well. There's umpire put the ball into the turf again. That time was Swan who got the hit out, and they'll get the clearance as well through Griffiths. Griffiths goes inside 50. Will it get out the back? Lurking there now is Downey. He can't take possession. They've got numbers. Dawson mops up, feeds out the handball. They can come forward here to Banks Smith, who takes the mark. He wants to get and go as well. He does. He gets it towards centre wing. But it should be fisted and knocked over the line. It is by Lukey Sanders. And we'll have a boundary throw in out of side of the ground, right on centre wing.
Yeah, Banksmith looking to play on quickly and get the ball down there to those forwards as quick as he can, but he was awake to it. Liam
as he was swinging around, got his right boot to it. And through for a major. So the Hornets, 3-6-24. Lead Morningside, 2-4-16.
Yeah, kept himself in the contest, David, to your point, and just bullocked his way through there and got a quick kick on goal, and it went straight through the middle. So impressive goal by Watson, the premiership player, and certainly a player to keep an eye on all day long. And we talk about the Stackelbergs and the Banksmiths, but Watson's a real workhorse, and yeah, certainly worth his pound of flesh. So 3-6-24, Morningside 2-4-16. The Hornets have just started to flex. Umpire back in the middle to bounce the ball. Persler's gone into the ruck. And a nice tap forward. Stackelberg's been strong. Handballs the ball. That Persler backs up, gets on the left foot, kicks it high now. Trying to get the front spot. Can't take the mark there. Oh, lovely Dawson. Just the experience, just used his body. Lays the ball out wide and finds his teammate. A nice kick there. Way to kick there by Sanders. Sanders looking around. He's got Harker short if he wants him. He decides to kick it down the ground. Looks there for Payne. Uses his body. Madonna, he taps the ball forward. Nelson's there. He gets strong and held up in the tackle. The umpire says, I'll have it, thank you.
24 plays, 16 favour of the Hornets. 13 gone here in the second term. It was good for Stackelberg, but he was quickly wrapped up in a tackle.
Really starting to stamp his influence on the game is Cody Stackelberg.
Rucks do battle again. It's okay, they work it nicely near the Hornets. The kick goes in from Crawley and towards half forward. Taking the half volley and just locked up. With another stoppage. It's around about 60 metres out. Hornets goals, 2-1 in this second term. Stackelberg again. He gets it and they get him. Once again, the Rucks do battle. That was okay through Perslow. Got up towards half forward, but Dawson's there. He intercepts, feeds the handball out there for Crawley. He's got to bend over and pick it up now. Turnover was on, taken by Harry Taylor, the goal scorer. Goes on his left boot, but he's kicked it out of bounds on the full, and the free kick will go to Leighton Brown.
Brown. Big crowd building here at Graham Road. There's two top teams. He kicks the ball, Pack setting themselves. Up they go. Oh, strong mark by Persson. He plays on quickly. Kicks the ball inside forward 50. Down at the back. Hey, one bounce, two bites. He's got it. Just worked him underneath the ball there. And then just leant back and took a strong mark. And the leader in the Ray Houston medal for leading goal kicker, he's kicked 36 for the season. He's going to line up for number 37. And more importantly, if he kicks this, he'll put the Panthers within 2 points of this match of the day clash. Downey. Directly in front. 35, 40 metres out. Comes in. Ooh, and just drills it straight through the middle. That's his second. So 2 to Downey. And it's Morningside 3-4-22, trailing Aspley 3-6-24. We're played 15, approaching 15.5 minute mark. Second term. David Hampton.
Yeah, wonderful play there, and Downey, well, he's got a couple, so. Pardon me. Put it to the wrong player. All good. We're back in the middle. Very entertaining second term. 2 goals apiece. 2-2 to 2-1. So, real even contest as we would expect. The top of the table, Coombs got the big hit out again. Morningside, though, might get the clearance through Bartoli Simmons. Just overrun. It was okay. Had a teammate come through for him. They work it up towards half forward. Cockatoo's there. Couldn't take the mark. Picks it up at ground level. Throws it on the boot. Goes in towards full forward. Downey's there. I think it had too much on it. And it's gone over the line for a boundary throw in.
Oh, that's a classy pickup off the deck there by Bartolome Simmons out of the middle. Just scooped the ball up beautifully and got that inside that forward 50 kick. Bring into play. Oh, it's a laser cutter.
Dawson, yeah.
Beautiful. Finds his teammate in defence. He's going to go down the line. We're looking to switch the ball. They do go down the line this time. Numbers is going to suit in the front spot. One bite, can't take it. It's taken out of his hand by his teammates. And they're quick to blow the whistle today so no one gets thrown into the ground, one of the new rules. And the umpire will throw the ball up. 17-minute mark, second term.
Just grabbed out of the ruck there on that occasion. The umpire says it's okay, we'll ball it up again. Rucks do battle. Coombs, this time he grabs it out of the ruck. His kick was smothered though. The umpire come in and ball it up again. Yeah, they've been very quick on the whistle to get these ball-ups done, which is...
Yeah, I think they don't want to see any players strong on the ground. I think that's part of what the...
Yeah, good umpiring. We'll have their third stoppage ball up in a row. Coombs again, grabs it out of the ruck, throws it onto the boot, up towards half forward. Ball was knocked away, but they still maintain possession. Here the Hornets. Handball, kick, now goes in towards full forward. But Max Nelson takes the mark and he can move it quickly. He's got to get rid of it now though. His second bounce, he's nearly turned it over. It worked out okay because it got to Greenaway. The kick was good. They move it quickly in the middle of the corridor. Kick goes up towards full forward. Is that Griffiths?
I think it was Griffiths. It was a great build-up there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Greenaway,
other than the bounce.
The bounce, but Greenaway cleaned up the ball, got the ball through the middle of the ground there, and then gained Perslow a nice little kick into space. And a good mark to the Tom Griffiths, who will have a shot on goal. As they're racking up the changes now, under the Ben McCarthy coming on, Bartoli Sibley coming on, Horn coming on, Tommy Horn comes on for Morningside. And we also see Willow Dwyer coming on for Aspley. Has a shot on goal. It's just going to go to the right-hand side of the post and through for one behind. So 3-5 now, Morningside, 23, trailing Aspley. Just to point the difference, 3-6-24, as Dawson will bring the ball back into play.
Dawson, we've got two wonderful fullbacks at either end, two wonderful full forwards at either end. Kick goes out there. Was a good one. Coombs was a big flyer, couldn't come down with the mark. Ball goes to ground level. The umpire says, I'll have it. Thank you, boys. We're just under 19.5 minutes. A point the difference. Ball worked out. That was okay for Templeton. Fed the handball across. They get it towards the centre wing, where it's worked over the line. Liam Dwyer will have a boundary throw in. Bring some round the ground scores.
Noosa 59 leading Palm Beach 56, Broadbeach 44 leading Victoria Point 33.
Ball thrown back into play. Coombs is in front spot. Did quite well in the end. It was Perslow over the top. They get the ball forward. Picking up now is Nelson. Dwyer was there as well. What's the umpire going to play here? Well, Dwyer put on the tackle, as did Nelson, and Nelson is rewarded with the free kick. He's at half back. Oh, dangerous kick. I'm not sure about that one. And was easily picked off in the end.
Some other games, Wilson Grange 30 leaving Labrador 17, Service Paradise 60 leading Maracaibo 19, and Maroochydore 28 trailing Sherwood at Maroochydore 51. Ball be brought back into play. It's a lovely throw in by the umpire. Coombs front work. He's been great. Payne, the veteran, handballs over the top. Classy player. Looking there for Bank Smith. Straight through was McCarthy, I think it was, like a bulldozer.
Ben McCarthy, and he ran into his own player's leg though, didn't he?
He's put his head over it. He's won the hard ball. He'll look for Madonna. Watch this kick. Left foot, all by himself out in the outer wing is Peake. Peake, beautiful. Also a nice kick. He'll go in short. Good build up. It's Griffiths. Griffiths on the outer wing. Half-back flank. He just, again, a nice hit-up lead. Finds his teammate. This is a good build-up.
Is that Egan? Riley Egan?
A long way out from, I can't see from that far. It might be Egan. Yes, it's a good call. Nice gain. Just careful with the ball. Good foot skills.
Waters.
Waters. One of his first touches for the day. Kicks it high into the forward line, but Dawson just reads it beautifully. He switches play over towards, it looks like Henderson. Henderson's going to look for Banks Smith. It's got to be good. It gets too much on it, but it's going to suit the Brave. Madonna can't overrun the ball, being shepherded. The numbers are going to suit. Oh, it's a 2v1, trying to keep the ball. The umpire says, I'll have it. They tidy it up. It'll be a ball up inside the wing position here in the second term at Graham Road.
Point the margin is all that separates these two. McDonough, well, he got it and then just ran straight into trouble. Big tackle was put on there by Purslow. He'll get a stoppage and he'll get up and do the ruck work again from this ball up. Around about 70 odd metres out from Morningside goal. Now the umpire, there was a hold there for Purslow, it should have been. Coombs certainly had a piece of his jump up. And he's awarded the free kick. Purslow. Now he's going to kick in towards Downey area, and Downey takes the mark. Only 20 out directly in front, just protected the drop of the space, didn't he?
Yeah, spot on, David. Great call. Just held him out there, and then just at the last moment moved his body away and was able to take a nice chest mark there.
So Downey, he's only 30 out directly in front. Normally a dead-eye Dick from this area. McDonough, and he's, of course, copped the... That's 2-2 for him this afternoon. You give him a rap and we know what happens. They let you down every time. Scores all tied up, though. 23 gone and 24 each side.
Dawson favours the commentary box wing. That's a lovely kick, can't take the mark. Batchelor handballs in there looking for Banks Smith, but running straight through was Newland Rowe. Bartoli Simmons to Horn, back to Bartoli Simmons. Just measures the kick, tries to kick into Purslow, who's had a really good second term. Couldn't quite take the mark through to the pressure. Good pressure there by Sanders, and the ball goes out of bounds to be thrown in. Ruck set themselves. It's Coombs and it's Swan. They've battled hard. Coombs has probably had the tap out. Swan has been there. He's got the backside, just the ball falls over the top. Trying to race straight through the ball, but he gets tackled. Was Batchelor, the bulldozer, tackled hard by Greenaway. Umpire throws the ball up again. Coombs grabs the ball out of the ruck. Is he going to get caught? He got a handball away, lucky. Kept the ball alive. Good handball by Horn. Now Coombs once again smothered. Good play there by the ruckman there, sorry, by Purslow. And the ball will go out of bounds to be thrown back in.
Smothers been one of the features of this afternoon's game.
1%ers are going to count today, David.
Yeah, the game as tight as this. Can't get any closer. It's 24-24 and we've played 24 here in the second term. Ball gets out the back. Here's a chance for Morningside. They just throw the ball onto the boot. Was Banks Smith. Bartoli, I should say, sorry. And goes over the line for a boundary throw in. The Rucks do battle again. Purslow and Coombs. Purslow got that one down. Can't see the ball coming out there anytime soon. The umpire will come in and ball it up. That was Goodwin. Jake Goodwin was locked in that tackle. Coombs again. Got the hit out again. Well, it could have been trouble, I would have thought, for Horn, but the umpire let it go and eventually it works its way over the boundary line for a throw in. 24 apiece, 3-6-24, each of two. It's top of the table. Waffle clash this afternoon.
Umpire throws it in. Rucks to do battle. Purslow, front spot. Grab there was Templeton. And another throw in. So it's certainly been the story of the day. Umpire throws the ball up. It's Purslow and Coombs. Coombs gets the tap out. Goodwin's on the ball first. Tackle without the footy. A quick kick away. Here's a chance now by Nelson, who's had a great second term. Handball off the ground. A nice little handball the way there by Myers.
Whee.
Big strong tackle. Here's a chance there. Pick the ball up. Supporting there is O'Dwyer. Now he gives the ball across there to Myers. Myers goes out wide looking for a teammate, and he's found Watson. Watson plays on quickly. Kicks it up there looking for Stackelberg. He's got 2 to beat. That means there's 1 down, and that man is Lay. Lay kicks the ball into space. He's going to find his teammate. Just didn't quite make it, and the ball goes over the line and out of bounds. Lucky for Morningside there.
Yeah, it was
For Lay
opportunity went begging, really, for the Hornets.
A former Mount Gravatt player in Lay couldn't quite nail that kick. Umpire throws the ball in front spot, taps forward. Good play there by Lohman. Kicks it up high, having a little bit of a purple patch is Myers. Good mark, had to go. Short, finds Payne. The champion, looking not to waste a possession. What's he got to work with? He's going to just try and kick the space. It's a lovely way to kick. He couldn't take the mark, but roving the ball off. It was, well, I think that might have been his Crawley. He roved it beautifully. So great goal there to Mitch Crawley. Payne kicks the ball into space, puts the back line under pressure. Couldn't take the mark.
Well, I thought Stackelberg actually had the mark. He looked like he had it. And
a couple of bites, but front and centre was Crawley, and he nails and puts his first through. So Aspley 4-6-30 leading Morningside 3-6-24. We played 28-minute mark of the second term. David Hampton.
the guy Cockatoo back onto the ground. There you go. He's going to get his first run in the middle. Been reasonably quiet to date. Try and get him into the game. Paul Egan says get in the middle, give us a minute or two. In this second half, see if he can get a clearance. Big Coombs again. Got the ruck work. Player held. Now it's going to be that player we mentioned. I think it was Cockatoo's ball. Yeah, it was held without it. So Cockatoo now. The former Cat and Brisbane line goes long in towards full forward. Ball gets out over the back. No one can take it. They can lock it in though. No, the umpire's found a free kick too high.
Goodwin too high on Goodwin.
Goodwin too high on McDonald. So McDonald, he's fed it off. Now they go into the corridor. Set, Lee kicks on the right boot. Not his best, but this might bounce any which way. It does. Goes left, it goes right. Stackelberg's there, throws a boot on the ball. Morningside, the Panthers have got numbers in defence, and they work it out well, and it's Greenaway.
Greenaway heads out wide. Nice kick. Finds Pearce, the youngster. Gets the ball on the wing, kicks it long down the line. Pack set themselves. Can the mark? It's a lovely mark to Dawson. He loves that sort of play. Now he'll switch the ball quickly. As we spoke about, Myers starting to have a bit of an influence this second half of this quarter. Kicks it out wide, gives for Bank Smith, the racehorse. Looks inboard. He'll go backwards and just reset. And it's a nice mark in defence there, Wesley Black. He shoots the ball across. Kick towards there. It's Brown. Brown goes back to Dawson. They go back through the middle of the ground. It's a lovely kick. Coombs feeds it off. Payne just dabbles the kick out into space. Looking there for Harker. Can they win possession? Pushing the ball forward, knocking it forward. Now they've got a bit of space to lead into, and he's found his teammate. And it's a nice marking kick to Aspley just outside forward 50.
Yeah, too far out to score. Got a player back if he wants to use him. Was Batchelor. Decides to go long in the Stackelberg area. No free kick paid. Trying to burst his way through now. Might be in trouble. The umpire said no, play on's the call. Gee, it's a big one because it could have been a shot right on half time. But the siren goes here at Zup's absolutely reserve. It's 4-6-30 to the Hornets. Morningside 3-6-24. Quickly the goal scorers Herring, Watson and Crawley for Aspley. Downey has 2 and Taylor 1 for Morningside. We're going to take a quick break here on half time. Match of the day on QAFL. We'll be back with the second half right after this.
Inside this building is a simulated hospital ward, a high-tech biomechanics lab, a commercial kitchen, and a whole virtual home. Let's explore the new Bond Institute of Health and Sport in just 61 seconds. This is the 12-bed simulation hospital ward. From day one, Bond students gain hands-on experience in allied health and exercise science. This is the Work Play Lab, which gives students the opportunity to provide occupational therapy for our youngest, while the Activities of Daily Living Lab simulates a full home environment, giving students the chance to practice mobility work with our wisest. Inside this building is a simulated hospital ward, a high-tech biomechanics lab, a commercial kitchen, and a whole virtual home. Let's explore the new Bond Institute of Health and Sport in just 61 seconds. This is the 12-bed simulation hospital ward. From day one, Bond students gain hands-on experience in allied health and exercise science. This is the Work Play Lab, which gives students the opportunity to provide occupational therapy for our youngest, while the Activities of Daily Living Lab simulates a full home environment, giving students the chance to practice mobility work with our wisest. From sprinting to golf swings, this track can track it. Using pressure sensors and high-speed cameras, it can analyze anything from age-related conditions to elite sports training. Wow. The kitchen lab has solar-powered sustainable cooking stations, giving
Well, welcome back to the match of the day here for the QAFL Round 10 action between Morningside and Aspley. We're here at Graham Road at Aspley, and the score is Aspley 4-6-30, leading Morningside 3-6-24. I'm Jack Barry. I'm joining the commentary box today with David Hampton. And David, your summary so far of the first half?
Yeah, it was a real struggle that probably opening 25 minutes of that opening term. Both sides were goalless, and it was a real sort of dour, tough struggle, but got a little bit better then. I think it's reasonably warm conditions, so it might start to open up a little bit in this second half. Jack, hopefully we might see a lot more goals. It's just the 7 goals between the both sides at the moment, but I expect that to change fairly dramatically in this second half. But well, we certainly got the close one, that's for sure. And neither side really at this stage are giving an inch.
No, it's certainly been a crackerjack game. It hasn't been the free flow, but I think you're right, Dave. I think it'll open up in this second half. Both teams have been really playing tight contests. I think maybe we can see Cockatoo may open up a little bit more this quarter. He's been well held today, but Coach Egan threw him into the middle of the ground and got a couple of effective possessions out the end. Umpire ready to bounce the ball for this third term. Ready to bounce the ball. We've had Coombs been very impressive in the ruck for Aspley, and he doesn't let us down with the first tap. Here's a chance for Goodwin. He's hotly pressured there by Templeton. Can't get a clean handball away. Socket off the ground there by Madonna. Goes in forward 50. Here's a chance keeping the ball alive off the ground. Dawson feeds the ball inside now to chain of events. Handball over the top. Chance now there for Batchelor. Batchelor going short along the wing, and he finds a good lead up hit up teammate. They quickly move the ball quick around the corner looking for Banks Smith. And the Grogan medalist takes a good mark. Banks Smith. Stackelberg calling for it long, so that's what he does. Now he looks for the pocket into some space. It's a lovely kick. Couldn't quite get his hands on it, take the mark. It was well weighted in the end, and the ball goes over the line and out of bounds for a throw in.
A deep left forward pocket. Oh, Aspley. They lead it by one straight kick. Opening stages of the third term. Boundary umpire throws the ball back in. Didn't probably get as far in as you would like. I actually just had a quick chat to her at half time. Said, "You've been busy, the boundary umpires, this afternoon." She said the arms are getting a little bit sore. So I'll have to come in a little bit. There's boundary throw in, left forward pocket. Chance for the Hornets to strike. Well, in this third term, plays just over the ball. And once again, the ball up. Only about 20 metres out from the Hornets' goals. Tap out, came over the top. It was there for Goodwin, and he grabbed it, couldn't get it effectively away. Now the umpire's found a free kick. We'll come back to the Hornets. Just... We'll be going to Morningside, I think yours.
I think it'll be Nelson.
It'll be Nelson, yeah.
Had a good second term, Nelson.
Yes, he did. And will he feed the handball off? McDonough, no. Decides to drill it into the corridor. That was a good kick. And if they can move it quickly, they can get out on the outer side. That was okay. Mark taken there by Waters. Waters wants to wheel and go onto his right boot and almost sells himself into a bit of trouble. Has to give it off by hand. Been a little bit sloppy. It'll come back to go forward. Just a hack kick forward. But in there taking the mark was the ruckman. We've sung his praises all afternoon. It was Coombs. He got it forward. Back in the corridor, Morningside. Got numbers. They work it well. They get into the corridor, and that was okay. That was to Purslow. He gives it to McDonough, who this time goes on his left boot to Cockatoo, who drops what he normally would have taken, but he was good enough to get it back up. And then he's caught. The tackle must be holding the ball. The umpire said no, play on. McDonough goes in and kicks the goal. Oh, Chihuahua.
Well, it hurts, but you've got to play the whistle, don't you, David? That's we learned that when we were juniors. You've got to play the whistle, and the Aspley boys stopped thinking there was a caught with a football, and that allowed Madonna, the dangerous Madonna, to get on his left foot and kick his first for the day.
Now we're all tied up again, 4-6-30 each of two. early stages of the third term. Yeah. Just on Cockatoo, though, he's just not as clean as you would expect he would have been. It's had a couple little drops, and
But it was good to see he didn't
at
panic.
least and he didn't give up on it either.
No, he didn't
Got
give up.
stuck
He
back.
didn't panic, and he got the ball back in the end. And might not have been the cleanest of handballs, and I'm sure the Aspley staff probably didn't think it was. But in the end of the day, they capitalised. Back into the centre. Up they go. Good taps by Swan. He follows it up, gets a handball away quickly, racing around, getting on the right foot. I think that might be Daz. He kicks into space. A lovely kick, a lovely mark. And he's found the dangerous Lohman inside forward 50. But he's going to have to kick it from about 50, probably 53, 54 metres out.
And you're right, it was good play by Dads in the middle. We haven't called his name much this afternoon.
No.
This is where McDonough would be dangerous if he was lurking around the football. He's gone back to defence.
Lohman had a great first term, lining up for his first for the day. Gives himself on a bit of an arc, then launches long. It's going to swing around. No one can take the mark. Spills over the back. Down he's there, but the ball is rushed through for a behind. And they'll do a reset from the goal square in regards to Aspley.
They worked the ball out of defence. It was okay. Get back in towards the corridor. Harker. Cohen Harker. He's got it, but then gets himself into trouble. Got rid of it eventually. Then he gets it back and he's tackled. And the umpire said, I'll give you another go for a push in the back. A little bit lucky. He's on out of wing. Goes right along the tightrope. That's okay. Teammate out there. Smith's calling for it into the corridor. He's ignored.
Looks like Henderson.
Henderson just goes long down towards the line. Coombs does this from behind. That was okay. Put it away from Swan, and eventually they'll get it over the line. And the two combatants will go at it again. The big ruckman. Interesting duel this afternoon. Coombs having the better of it so far. He started this third term quite well. Swan, but Coombs got that hit out. They just knock it around. Plenty of numbers around the ball. Going through there was Purslow. They'll work it towards the line, and again, we'll have a boundary throw in out of side. 4-6-30 the Hornets, 4-7-31 for Morningside. They lead it by a point. 6.5 gone here in the second term. As work again, Coombs does well, but it's sharked here by Morningside. Dangerous kick in towards the corridor. It's a turnover. Came there from Crawley. Gets it back, Crawley. He can go with his left boot all the way to the goals. And he's just offline. Couldn't convert for his second goal of the afternoon. And through for a minor score, and all locked up again. 4-7-31, each of two.
Madonna. Goes through the middle of the ground. Has he got enough on it? Of course he has. Of course he has.
I think there's one player in 4.
Purslow from centre half back launches for Cockatoo. Oh, it's a lovely mark at centre half forward. He moves around quickly now. They've got space. It's a big kick into the forward line. Has a nice way to kick. It's got too much on it. He was up there looking for Waters, but he couldn't get the ball. The ball goes out of the bounce and over the line. So very interesting. There's a quick ball movement there. Both teams are brave. Just attacking the corridor. I'm about to throw the ball back in. We've got all tied up here. 4-7-31 apiece. 8-minute mark. Third term QAFL round 10. All brought to you by AFLQ YouTube and Double Take. Tap forward. Here's a chance. Roving the pack. Swings around to the middle of the ground. And there's a nice kick, and he's found Purslow. And he's going to have a shot on goal. Purslow.
From the coach's son, Egan. Got it to him.
Egan again, the dangerous foot skills of Egan. He's been very creative and rewards. Looks to do the right thing. Brings his other teammates into the game. Kai Purslow coming in. kick his first for the afternoon. He leans back on it and it goes straight through the middle. And this kid's getting better and better every year.
I was just going to say, he's actually been pretty good.
He has.
This afternoon. Jack,
Yep.
I think, maybe a slightly slow start, but he's really worked into the game nicely.
Yeah, he had a really good second term. Good call there, David. And then he's bounced back early in the third term. So he comes off for a break. And onto the game comes Zane Pearce, the speedy forward. Midfield forward, so he'll come on and add a bit more foot speed and just want to try and create and give that pressure up forward. They're creative, him and Egan, aren't they?
Yeah, they certainly are.
They'll look to centre the ball, they'll look to give the best option, so back in the middle. And it's Morningside by 6 points.
Umpire, ready to go. Hold up here. But he throws it into the turf. Rucks do better. That time it was Swan. They go forward again. Morningside, they get it up towards half forward. Oh, Dawson went down. Thought he may have been tripped. A heavy bump and the ball gets over the line. Almost goes with a couple of players over the line as well. We'll have a throw in.
Another good clearance there by Tommy Horn for the Panthers. Number 3 out of the middle.
Swan to do the ruck work again with Herring. Undersized, but they do well. They work it out. The kick comes into the corridor. It's a perfectly weighted kick. It was a beauty. Found O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer moves it quickly up towards forward, and Stackelberg takes the mark. Has he got the range? I'm not sure. He's going to kick from pretty well right on the paint at 50.
Well, he's a big game player. He's his 100th game, and that was a quick ball movement by the Hornets, and don't they look dangerous when they do so? Especially if Stackelberg's got a bit of space to work into, he can be dangerous.
You backing him for the journey?
Yep.
Okay, Stackelberg, he's going to kick outside 50. He's got 1 so far. In game 100, can he match Downey with 2? Kicks on its way, but it starts way left, but he certainly didn't have any trouble at all with the journey. Just pulled it left through for a minor score. They move on to 4-8-32. Morningside 5-7-37.
Madonna goes in short in the back pocket. They'll play on. He'll call for the ball back now. Bartoli ducking around. Going in and smothered with the footy. Now under pressure. Handball back to Madonna. The umpire says you've been thrown after you got rid of the ball. So it'll be a free kick to Bartoli. Simmons in the back pocket. And they just said, let's just settle it down.
They dodged the bullet there, I think.
Yeah, they're trying to be adventurous down back, aren't they? That's for sure. Bartoli Simmons. Premiership player in 2020. Kicks the ball high. Pack. Set themselves. No one can take them. Oh, no one but one person. And who is it? Dawson. Liam Dawson. The dual Dro Grant medalist off one step, if you don't mind. Well, the game's about big moments. And Dawson's taken a great mark. Then off one step, he's found Stackelberg. Who
Never had to break stride, did he?
Didn't have to break stride, but he looks like he's pulled up sore with his ankle, which could be a concern. Might have just stubbed his toe. So Stackelberg has kicked the 1 today. He's kicked 31 for the season. He's chasing down Keegan Downey, who's kicked 37, who's at the other end of the ground. For the Houston middle, he just pops it up. Oh, lovely. He points to the crowd, and they all go up as one. He puts his second through for the afternoon, and that'll bring him now to 5-8-38, leading Morningside 5-7-37. We played 12, approaching the 13-minute mark of the third term. David Hampton.
Well, Jack, I don't know. There hasn't been anything between these two sides all day, has there? Not sure the margin's been bigger than a goal and a bit at any stage. Point at quarter time. Point at half time. And we've got a point now. 38, place 37. Played just on 13 minutes here in the third term. Neither side giving an inch. Beautiful day here at Aspley Oval. Drowned in sunshine. They go on the ruck. Swan got it, but it was partly smothered by Coombs. Fed it out. Henderson picks it up. He feeds out the handball there for Crawley, who kicks up towards half forward. 1-2 bites to the cherry. The umpire said play on. That was O'Dwyer. Ball spills out. Dwyer goes back and then cops one high. Must get the free kick. And he does. O'Dwyer. He's about 55 out from goal. Goes with a real short one. Just overcooked it. And a turnover. Back to Morningside.
Peak in defence. Looking around. Dawson's there. Watch him. Reads it well. Waters makes a contest, and I think that's what the Panthers are after. Just can't let Dawson just take these marks. So he made a contest, and the ball spilled over the line and out of bounds. And the umpire is brought to you by Bradman's Windows and Doors have been working overtime, as we said. Throwing in there. Up they go, tap forward. Payne, clever, handballs over the top. Goodwin's there for the Panthers. Here's Horn, back to Goodwin. Don't argue, then feeds the ball back towards Morningside. Lohman. Handball over the top, but sharked away there by Lay. As he kicks the ball inside forward, try to the centre half forward area. They're just going to jump on top of the ball. And it's going to be a throw up at the true centre half forward position, just prior to the true centre half forward position.
Rucks do battle. Neither. Both had a fresh area that time. Perzo's there, couldn't pick it up. Henderson could. Fed it out. Fed it from Templeton to Henderson, but it's turned over. Now the ball goes inside 50. Downey got a one-on-one. Can't take the mark. Feeds off the handball to Batoli Simmons, who breaks one tackle. Swings onto his left boot. Goes in towards goal. But he's way off target. And eventually it trickles over the line for a boundary throw in left forward pocket.
Excellent work by Morningside back at the inside that stoppage area there. They just used the ball amongst each other and got that ball inside forward 50, but weren't clean enough. And ball spills out of bounds over the line.
A chance for Morningside. Panthers got it deep in their forward line. Ball comes out over the back, taken by Payne. Payne's kick's a good one. Spots up Herring. Mac Herring on the outer side of the ground. Inside the boundary rope. Got a player in short. Cody Stackelberg, he goes to him. He's looking inside, wants to come back into the corridor. Waiting for something to open up for him. Now he just goes long with his left boot, but he's, well, I was going to say he's turned it straight over, but he hasn't. The mark was dropped by Perso. It's another chance. Payne can kick inside 50 looking for Stackelberg, but he was outpointed on that occasion. Great mark taken deep into defence, and they can clear now through the agency of Lohman.
Great mark by Housen. The ball is already up on the central wing area. There's a good mark and lead here as the Panthers quickly turn defence into attack. Finds Horner by himself inside, just outside of forward 50. He's looking to move the ball quickly. Downey's calling for the ball. He's looking for some space to lead into. There's a nice way to kick. Can he get there? Just falls short. That means there's numbers at the fall of the ball, and they all belong to Aspley. Dawson, the skipper, kicks out wide. Looking out there for Herring, but the ball goes over the line and out of bounds, and it'll be thrown in. 5-8-38 Aspley leading Morningside 5-7-37 at the 17-minute mark of the third term.
Ball to come back into play. A great duel in the ruck. Coombs has been outstanding all day. Got it down, but Morningside, well, I was going to say might get the clearance. They can't. Horn was there. He's tackled over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Don't forget the big state game coming up, representing football in a couple of weeks' time. Queensland taking on Tasmania and South Queensland playing North Queensland in the men's and women's program at Bond University at Gold Coast. Make sure you get along.
Ball thrown back in. Got numbers around here. Payne. Just a nice little kick. Just put it out to a teammate out in front of him. He might end up with the ball back through a chain of handballs. The handballs go back. Now the kick just hacked forward. Now they've got a 2-on-1 here though, the Hornets. They should be off. They are. Now the ball comes forward. In towards full forward. That's good football. We'll get a shot on goal. Only about 40 metres out from goal. And that'll be Will Pepin.
Pepin, the premiership player. So great play there by Aspley. They caused the overlap, didn't they? And they were able to hit their targets as the changes coming on. Coming off the ground is Templeton and Henderson, and coming onto the ground is Batchelor and also Harker. So big body midfielders coming back onto the ground.
So Kick comes in now on its way. I think he's got it. He has. So another one for the Hornets. And Pepin, he gets his first goal of the afternoon.
Yeah, great play by Pepin. A big inclusion into the side today. And he didn't making the most of his opportunities going forward. Premiership player, of course.
6-8-44, 5-7-37. 7 points the margin. I reckon that's been as big as the margin's been all afternoon. Played 19 minutes here in the third term.
So Payne certainly starting to influence the game in this term, the champion midfielder for Aspley. He's being picked up there, going head-to-head with Bartoli, Simmons. Cockatoo also come onto the ball. Perslow in the ruck with Coombs. And it's Coombs once again, a tap to advantage as well. Payne keeping the ball alive. In off the wing there was O'Dwyer, who's had a good third term. And the umpire calls it and he'll throw it up. All important clearance here. There was a Shepherd there, and it'll be a free kick to Coombs.
Yeah, he wanted to give the handball, didn't he?
Finds Stackelberg. Cody looking for his brother. Oh, it's a tough kick, kicked high. Can it be a strong pack mark? Spills back, Peak gets to the ball first. Ball spills, goes through his legs. Kept alive. Under pressure, good tackle, Morningside in defence, and the umpire's going to reward it. Free kick in defence. Well done. I think that will be Madonna.
Madonna now plays on, takes a bounce, goes with that left boot. Always hits the target, no exception. Calls through it back, but he might get run down. Just got his toe to the boot of the ball. But a turnover imminent. Oh, great smother. That may have been Cockatoo down there. Put the great smother on. Now the kick goes forward for the Hornets, in towards goal. But it's offline. 3-4, a minor score.
Aspley just starting to get ahead of this game now. They're attacking those goals. 44 plays 37. We're approaching the 21-minute mark. Third term.
45, I think. Now.
Sorry,
Yeah,
45.
8 points.
45, 37. Up, Peak in the middle of the ground. Takes a mark. He's a good ball user. Looks for a player running past. That was Griffiths. He ignores him. He tries to kick it out towards Persler, but he lets it go over the back. It might be Greenaway, the former Vulture. Goes in short. Finds McCarthy. McCarthy at the true centre half back area. Looking around. He's got Greenaway again. Good mark. He's got Downey out wide if he wants him. Moved right up the ground. Takes a mark. Goes in short. Bartoli Simmons. Morningside careful with this build-up. But there's no Downey down forward, so they're just going to go in short on the lead. Too much on it. And it's cut off in defence by Aspley.
They can move it quickly from defence up towards Stackelberg. That's of the Connor variety, so he's a long way up as well. He's got a one-on-one inside 50. Who was in best position was Watson. Couldn't complete the mark, and it spilled over the line for a boundary throw in left forward pocket.
Downey coming off, grabbing the back of his leg. So not sure if there's an issue there, whether he just needs a rub or whether there's a hamstring concern. I heard both full forwards have been on the wing at one stage. It was amazing to see. Just cramping him, just a bit of pickle juice.
Yeah, got the pickle juice out.
Tap forward, trying to win possession. Good forward pressure by the Hornets. Handball over the back. McCarthy taps it forward. Madonna over the top. Strong tackle there by Bartoli Simmons. So Payne wraps him up. And Harker, and it'll be another throw up as they try and get this clearance. No one can pick up the ball. Cockatoo's there. Umpire says this time it's gone out of bounds. And another throw up. 45 plays 37 in favour of the Hornets. Two-time premiers going for their third in a row. Lost their first game last week, but looking to bounce back this week. A throw in. Worked under the ball. Cockatoo can't get his hands on it, but keeps it alive. Good little play there by Pepin. He gets the ball back again, handballs over to Harker. He's tackled strongly, trying to bullock his way through. I think he might be caught. He's caught. He's too slow. Free kick, Morningside. Cockatoo.
Cockatoo. Having a run on the ball. Now finds himself deep in defence. He's got Batoli Simmons really short. Just really goes for an up and under kick. Gets it as far as he can. Out there, no mark taken. Dawson's taken. He may have been taken high. The umpire said no. All clear. Dawson, last man up. It's back to defence. Perslow was there. Now what's happened? Umpire's found a free kick off the ball.
Yeah, shepherding.
Okay, and it'll come back to Coombs.
Didn't get a clear run at it. Coombs kicks down the line. Over the back of the pack, if he can mark it, he can. It's Harker. Cohen Harker's taken a good mark. He'll be kicking it from about 50 metres when he has this shot. 50 to 48 metres on a big angle. So he try and get it. He'll probably make the distance. Got a strong core to try and put their 7th on the board today. Just edge that gap away. Cohen Harker for the Hornets. Launches across. It's going to go across the face of goals. And the ball goes over the line and out of bounds on the full. And that'll see the Panthers reset deep inside their defensive 50. Howson. It's going to go short. Finds Lohman. Lohman's got Pearce in the middle if he wants him. Decides not to. Taylor's calling for the ball. He's going to shoot it across. Finds McCarthy. There's a bit going on there between Lohman. Go across the face. Here's a chance now. Oh, steps inside beautifully. Now who go look there looking for Greenaway. If he can take the mark. Punched out of his hands. Harker's there. Greenaway, good play, but he's tackled and he's dropping the ball. And a free kick, and there's a bit going on here now.
Bit unlucky there. Made all the play. Greenaway. Quiet in that second term. A wonderful opening term. And his debut this afternoon, McDonald. Goes in short, that's okay. Finds Batchelor. Batchelor's got players out wide. Chooses to use them, goes to Dawson. Dawson spots up Jeffrey. Andrew Jeffrey comes back in towards the corridor, finds Leighton Brown. Brown comes all the way back to McDonald. McDonald back to Batchelor, so it's a slow build-up here for the Hornets. They maintain possession and lead it by 8 points. Now he just walks around, strolls around on the mark, goes with a long shot in towards goal, and Batchelor has kicked a beauty this afternoon to give his side some more breathing space. They move on to 7-9-51, Morningside 5-7-37, and I think Paul Egan, the coach of Morningside, is very frustrated with the lack of pressure with the man on the mark.
Yeah. So Stackelberg comes off the ground along with Batchelor, the goal kicker, the state captain, and on comes Payne and Banks Smith. So handy replacements there. Dad's coming on the ground for Morningside. So 7-9-51 now as they extend the lead. Morningside 5-7-37. Can they respond? They've been gallant but the game's just in the balance right now. So Swan back into the ruck. He's up against Coombs, who's been fantastic today. Lohman's gone into the middle for Morningside. Cockatoo's in there, the bounce. Again, a nice tap forward, over the back. Bartoli Simmons is there if he can get it, but the hands. Cockatoo gets pushed off the ball. They're trying to keep the ball alive. A little kick away. Here's a chance here for Lay if he can pick it up. Handball's over the top, keeping the ball alive. Templeton ducks and weaves. Oh, he might have dropped the footy. He did. Good defensive pressure. And it's Cockatoo starting to get his hands on the ball now. Cockatoo, the centre half back area. Kicks it high and long. Ignores Lohman. Swan can't take the mark. Taylor. Oh, good vision. Handball out the back towards Griffiths. If he can pick it up. Taylor again. Handball's back. Lohman doesn't panic. Kicks it up. Looking for a contest. They're going to have to make a contest. Takes it. And that was Bartoli Simmons there. Dawson's there trying to keep the ball alive. Taylor again's at the feet of the pack. Now they're going to take the ball away. Kick forward. Who's got some space there? No, nice mark there to McCarthy.
McCarthy takes a great mark. Saves the day for the Panthers. As half back. Decides to go backwards. He's switched the play. That was okay. Now the kick comes in short. Finds Pearce. Pearce goes out wide. So just trying to spread Aspley here a little bit. Comes back again to Housen. He's been pretty good this afternoon. Housen finds Cockatoo. Cockatoo got a player out wide in Griffiths. He's got a 1-on-2. Good fist over from the back. Now they've got the out number. Now hang on the umpire.
They got him high. Free kick. Got him high.
Free kick paid. Oh, and they just thrown back there by Leighton Brown. Got a player in really short. Saying just give it short down the boundary line. So they do now. Finds McCarthy.
Been good today, McCarthy.
Right on centre wing. He's called to go. A bit of an up and under kick. Oh, big mark over the top, Dawson. Who else?
I think we all know that Dawson's going to do this, but they still keep kicking it towards him. They did see they're trying to spread as we get the three-quarter time siren, and it's been Aspley who have stepped it up. 7-9-51, leading Morningside 5-7-37. Goal kickers for Aspley. Stackelberg has 2, then 1 each to Crawley, Pepin, Watson and Herringham. For Morningside, it's Keegan Downley, 2, who left the ground with a bit of a hamstring or cramping twinge. Madonna has 1, Perslow 1 and Harry Taylor 1. We'll take a short break, grab yourself a cuppa or a beer, and we'll be back for the last quarter action in just a moment.
That's 15 right there, mate. Yep.
Welcome back to Zups, Aspley Oval. 3/4 time. Huddles have just broken up. Big final term to come here at 7-9-51, 5-7-37, 14 points the margin in favour of the Hornets. We'll get the final quarter underway. I'm Dave Hampton, joined by Jack Berry. We'll have some around the ground scores coming up for you very, very shortly as well. See what Morningside can do. Get back into this contest. It's only 14 points. Undefeated so far this year. Could be staring down their first loss for the season. You've got some around the ground scores there, I think, for us, Jack. We'll get it underway first.
So, centre bounce. Up they go. Purrs in the ruck, but it's Coombs who's been the dominant ruckman today. Gets the ball and he backs up once again. Gets the handball out wide. Here's a chance now for the Hornets as they go forward inside looking for Banks Smith. He can't take the mark, but he's got time and space. He looks around, goes inboard. Too much on it, punched away. Quickly picked up by the Panthers. A handball over the top, but again, that has too much. Madonna. A long torpedo inside forward 50. Downey's back on the field. Can't take the mark. Punched away by Wesley Black. Downey keeps the ball alive. Rakes in towards the boundary line. Jumping on top of the ball. They haven't kept their feet, and Wesley Black's going to be happy to tie this up and get some reinforcements back in for them. Great start by the Panthers.
Donna, left foot torpedo on the run. He's certainly got a bag of tricks. Those good set of wheels of his. Rucks do better. Oh, umpire's found a push in the back. It's going to go the Hornets' way. It is. It'll be Payne.
Batchelor.
Batchelor, sorry, beg yours. Batchelor, fullback position. Gonna bring it down the wing. Perslow's in best position. I think he copped one high, he did, and the umpire said he might have missed the mark. We'll give you the free kick. You can reload and push back in towards full forward. He'll go looking in the area for Downey. He's at the back, and he's too big, too good, too strong. But the umpire's found a free kick. I missed it.
Well, Freddie Cook would have got away with those ones from back in the day, but not here at Aspley today. Gone short across the wing. Payne in defence. Had a very good third term. Doesn't panic. He just sets the ball across. The reset deep, and he gets on his wheels and he runs again. Looks for another possession. They'll favour the outer wing. Long raking left foot kick. Oh, strong mark. Couldn't take the mark. There was Peak. I thought they might have played it. It was strong tackle. The umpire says, I'll have it, thank you.
It was a great attack on the ball by Peak, wasn't it? He was one that really wanted it the most. Came charging at the football. Almost took the mark. Coombs, the hit out once again. No clearance as of yet. Little quick kick forward, goes inside for Morningside. Cockatoo's there, couldn't complete the mark, picks it up, snaps around the body on his right boot in towards the goals, but he's just pulled it across the face. Would have been a wonderful start there for Morningside. Just offline, so they move to 5-8-38, 7-9-51, 13 points the margin.
Dawson brings the ball into play, but it's going to be chopped off and punched out. Good defensive work there by the Panthers, and it'll be a throw in on the outer flank. As Dave said, 51 plays 38. We're just approaching the 3-minute mark. These two top teams this year, the reigning premiers, back-to-back premiers. Aspley heard their first loss last week up against the undefeated Morningside. A tap forward. Both teams missing critical players this week, but it's still been a high-quality game. Handball over the top. Here's a chance to step inside onto the left foot. Looking there for Stackelberg. Can't take the mark. Punched out of his hand. No one can take the ball. Here's a chance. Is there a holding free? Yep, he's held him, and it'll be a free kick going to the Panthers. On the outer.
Housen. He's done a pretty good job this afternoon.
Done a great job, Housen. Kept the dangerous Stackelberg to 2. There's a turnover there, though. It'll be a free kick going to the Hornets. Chips it forward. They'll take a mark. Now let's have a look at this kick inside 50. What's happened there?
Stackelberg, he's got the mark inside 50. He's going to kick from pretty much 50 metres out, hard up against the angle.
Well, we know he can make the distance.
Yeah, we saw that in the second term. Make it look third term. Going to take his best kick. It's tight angle, a long way out, but I'll tell you what, he has kicked an unbelievable goal. That is an absolute ripper. And that puts a little bit more breathing space now for the Hornets. He gets his third goal of the afternoon. More importantly, they get the 8th. They move on to 8-9-57. Morningside 5-8, 38, 19 points the margin. We've played just under 5 minutes here in the final term.
Well, we've seen 2 big goals. The last 2 goals have come from Stackelberg, and we've also seen the big goal kicked from Batchelor. They were big moments, and that's what probably been the difference at the moment. They've owned those. They're up to a 19-point lead now. So it's all to do for Morningside. You see Horn into the middle, joined by Lohman. Bartoli Simmons is in there. Perslow up against Banks Smith. Payne. Centre bounce. Coombs once again. Horn gives it to Madonna. Clever. Kick inside over the back. Racing towards is Wesley Black. He just sinks his boot into it. Oh, big collision.
Yeah.
Play on's a call. Forward pressure looking by, but they'll get to clear the ball out if they can. And it's Stackelberg, I think, takes a mark on the outer wing. Goes him forward, inside 50, and he's got Banks Smith if he wants him, but it's cut off by Persler. He's quick to play on because he's got some space.
Cockatoo.
And he finds Cockatoo inside forward 50. That's the kick we were looking for, so quick ball movement there. Perslow's been great today.
Dangerous kick by the Hornets, coming back into the corridor.
Didn't
Bad
have
place to turn it over, wasn't it? And
Yes.
Perslow was in best position.
spot on, Dave. He had to get that little bit extra, and he would have had Banks Smith out the back, and he would have been off to the races, but unfortunately didn't make that. Nakaya Cockatoo, the former Cat and Lion, leans back and drives the ball. He's pushed it to the right, and it's through for 1 behind. So it's an even 18-point lead now. And it'll be brought back in.
8-9 plays 5-9. Will come back in. It'll be Dawson. Bring it back in. Sung his praises again this afternoon. A wonderful stalwart he's been for the Hornets. They're taking down Coombs in a tackle. And that was wonderful stuff. The young Harry Taylor kicked a wonderful goal early in this game. Taylor, he can drive it in, looking for Downey. Up they goes. He brings it to the front. Little kick out the side. I thought was going to be okay. They might still get an opportunity. They do. They pick it up and they snap the goal. Just trying to pick up that player.
I'll have a look
Just
for you,
impeded
Dave.
in the vision.
Yeah, I think it was Marcus Peake.
Just getting a drink as we speak. The trainer.
It was either Peake or Pierce. Either way, I think it started with.
I just need him to turn around.
I think it was Marcus Peake, number 52. Yep. So he gets his first for the day, and it's now down to 12 points.
Just when you thought the Panthers were just about out, they get up and get another one. 6-9-45, 8-9-57.
So a great tackle by Taylor to
Yeah.
your call there, and calls the turnover, and that put the
Almost
pressure
the
on.
smallest man on the ground against the biggest man on the ground. I think he enjoyed that. You're seeing that holding the ball back in the middle. They go. Perzo got the hit out. Can they get the clearance again? Trying to break through was Horn. The umpire said you had it. You had your opportunity. You couldn't get rid of it. And Harker takes the free kick. He's going to kick it in towards the half forward. No mark taken. Oh, they get another opportunity though. Kick goes in towards full forward. Beats everybody over the back. Will probably run out of bounds. We'll throw in left forward pocket. We've played 8.5 minutes. Is there still another twist in this tail? Hornets by 12 points. It'll be thrown in left forward pocket. One here would make it really difficult for the Panthers. They'll take it out of the ruck and then fed the handball. That was from Watson. They're locked up in a tackle. The umpire says I'll have it just inside attacking 50 for the Hornets. They got one more sting in their tail. They lead it by 12 points. Ball comes out Taylor. Well, he was knocked down the tackle, fed the ball out. And umpire will come in and ball it up once again.
If you look forward of field, it's a one-on-one, so the Panthers will have to win possession because they're all covered off by the Hornets, but as they kick out of bounce on the full, so the Hornets will reload, and it'll be through the likes of Mitch Crawley, who's had a serviceable game today. He goes in short. Nice kick. I think he's found O'Dwyer. Again, short again on the lead, but it's going to be cut off. And there's a good mark there in defence by the Panthers. And it's going to be Bartoli Simmons. Takes the game on through the middle of the ground. His numbers aren't going to suit Morningside. It spills over the back. They won't want to let it just get this ball out. They're trying to keep the ball alive. But this number's still going to suit the Aspley Hornets as they go backwards. They'll feed it back. They'll just try and reset, find a mark. Pressure, couldn't mark it. He picked the option under pressure. Oh, a stray boot there, but it'll be a free kick.
He's got it, yeah.
Yeah, free kick there to, looks like Waters. Waters on the centre wing. Goes in short, looking for Madonna. Gives him plenty to work with. He's happy to take the ball over the line and out of bounds.
They may have moved him forward, Donna. Or they just like to get him involved in any chains. Beautiful user of the football, can deliver it well. So Downey will go all the way himself. Already got a goal again this afternoon. Just hovers around the middle of the ground. Lascelles there, couldn't take it. Taken away by Templeton. Throws it on his boot. There's that man McDonough. He's running the wrong way. So what's he going to do with this kick? Goes with a long left foot kick. It's really dangerous, but it was brave. They fed off the handball. They've got about a 2-on-5. If they can get the ball out, they should have some spare players somewhere. I thought I heard a whistle. Did I hear a whistle? Yeah, I did hear a whistle.
Yeah, it's a free kick. It's going to Lohman.
Oh, he's got players out everywhere as well. He's a little bit slow to move this ball on.
Hornets are flooding back in the meantime. Sits it up. This will suit Dawson. No one can take the mark. Spills free, but it's going to be cleared out. Probably too slow to move there. They had numbers to suit them, and they'll clear the ball out. Looking out there for Watson. Under pressure with Dwyer, but he keeps the ball alive. Handballs over the top. Controlling the ball is Aspley. They go backwards. Now Watson again kicks towards Watson half forward. Can he take a mark? Can't take the mark. Good play there by Horn. Aspley trying to keep the ball alive. Banks Smith, open goals, and he's got it. Ryan Banks Smith back in the Hornets colours this week. Puts his first through for the day. And Aspley's ninth. Aspley 9-9-63, leading Morningside 6-9-45. 12.5-minute mark of the fourth term. David.
Jack, I'll just go back to a play back in the middle of the ground. And I don't know if they had the ball in the middle. They were going to drive it inside 50. Morningside had numbers out everywhere. 3 players ran to the bench while he was in the middle of the ground. They had the out numbers everywhere, but they all sprinted towards the bench. You would only do that if you were
Shot on
within
goal.
range.
Yep. So a good learning
Went from
moment.
my eyes saw it. My eyes were telling me, and of course it goes up the other end of the ground. And the Hornets get one. And it might be enough too. 9-9-63, 6-9-45. Back to 3 points, 3 straight kicks, I should say. Martinez will have a secondary ball up. A great tool in rut. Coombs again, they'll go forward again. Get the clearance, this time through Harker in towards full forward. Or gets out over the back. Oh, they keep the ball alive. That was wonderful play. Kick goes in towards Stackelberg. Just beats him, just eludes him and gets through for a minus score. Extends the lead out to 19 points. Dangerous kick in. This could be the ball game. Strolls in and misses. That was Will Dwyer.
Well, he read it beautifully, didn't he? He was the meat between the sandwich and just cut it off beautifully and then ran into an open goal, but unfortunately couldn't nail it. So a reset for Morningside. They're 19 points down with it all to do. They're going to take the game on. They've been brave. They're not going to die wondering. Trying to attack the middle of the ground.
Oh, well done.
Bartoli Simmons now. A quick kick forward. They've got players outnumbered. Down, he's by himself in the goal square if he can move it quickly. Peak over the top. Dawson's running back. Can he get there in top? Here's a chance now for Downey. Can he pick it up? Gets around the corner. Has he kicked it? He has. Wow. The Panthers answer back real quickly. Downey kicks his third. And from one end of the ground to the other, they were brave through the middle of the ground there, David.
Yeah, and it's going to probably create opportunities for Aspley as well. They sort of know they're going to start using the corridor, so that's probably how they picked them off with the previous kick in for the last one. But they just won't go away, will they, Morningside? Just when you think they're gone, they answer really quick. Keep the game alive, 14 points to margin, still plenty of time.
O'Dwyer misses that goal, but how important maybe that point will be. 13-point ball game. Oh, no, was it 14?
14.
14. Sorry, I can't do my maths. 14 points. Back in the middle. Up they go. Coombs. Batchelor. Strong tackle. Brought to ground. And it'll be another throw up in the middle of the ground. Up they go. Good, nice tap out that time by Swan. Banksmith, Payne under pressure. Still got his handball away. Henderson kicks around the corner, finds his teammate. Now they run forward again. Banksmith. His work ethic's fantastic. A nice lead on the lead.
Yep.
A nice kick on the lead, and he finds Stackelberg. And Stackelberg will have a shot about 45 metres out on an angle. So great play, great centre clearance by the reigning premiers, David.
Yeah, wonderful build-up. Stackelberg, well, we know, kicked one from a very similar spot earlier. Distance certainly won't be an issue for him here. Accuracy wasn't either. The last one, he was hard up on the boundary line. This kick, though, it's not going to get the journey. It goes across the face. Up they go. No one can take it. Plenty of numbers in defence for Morningside. Chain of handballs. Going to run themselves into trouble. Eventually they turn it over. Kick partly smothered. They can have another go to reset here. Morningside again. Another kick smothered. Works back towards the boundary line. We'll have a throw in right forward pocket for the Hornets.
Well, Coach Adrian Pugh will be wrapped with the forward pressure of the Hornets there. They're trying to play the game inside their forward 50. That's where they want to play it. Assistant coach Mark Seen down on the boundary line there, just ringing the changes. Umpire throws the ball in. Swan gets his tap forward. Handball over the top is McCarthy. Under pressure, handball there. The pressure still there by the Hornets. And the ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be another throw in. 65 plays, 51, 17-minute mark. Final term, QAFL round 10. We're seeing all this brought to you by the YouTube AFL Queensland channel. Each and every week, you'll see a game as the umpire throws it in. Swan just punches the ball over the back. That gives Harker an opportunity for the Hornets. He kickers high, and Hansen swings around, and that's through for Cohen Harker. And that's the Hornets' 10th, 10-11-71, leading Morningside 7-9-51. What a goal there, David Hampton.
Yeah, just off a standing start, wasn't it? I thought, I don't know what you're going to try and do with this kick, but
well,
it was too far out and off a standing start. And he had to get a bit of height on it as well, didn't he?
Yeah, full credit to their forward pressure. They just hung the ball in. They wanted to play there. They got an opportunity to make a goal. And again, we've seen their last 3 goals have all been great goals kicked.
So they will inflict the first defeat of the season, you would think now. 18 minutes, 20 points is the margin. Seen comebacks. You just get the feeling the Hornets have done enough here.
Well, I'm sure both teams are going to take away a lot of positives out of this game. 8 changes for Morningside this week, but some of the young blokes have come in. But Payne out of the middle, he keeps the ball forward. A soccer off the ground. Here's a chance now, a push in the back. Umpire says play on. Big strong tackle. They're trying to fight their way through. The umpire says I'll have it.
60 metres out. Coombs again got the hit out. Couldn't get the clearance through Banks Smith. Go again. In Morningside, they get the ball up towards half forward, leading back in the race. There was Wosley Black. Ball's fed out over the top for Griffiths. Griffiths now feeds a handball down the line. That's okay. Another one. There comes back to Bartoli Simmons. And you can hear it in the effects, Mike. How far? And he's been pinged for running too far. It'll be a free kick back for the Hornets. Cross half back. 19 and a half gone here in the final turn. I think the Hornets have done enough at this stage. The kick goes long down the line. Good mark. 2 taken out there. Just can't quite pick up that player.
It was Payne.
Payne, thank you.
Kicked it high. He's gone down with a bit of a cramp by the looks. The umpire's going to ball it up around just outside the forward 50. 71, 20-point ball game. Approaching the time on. Tap over the toll. Umpire says there's a holding free kick and it'll go to Swan. Been gallant. His first debut game. You're pretty happy with it. He's been up against a good player in Coombs. Play on's a call. Now they launch a big kick forward. It's a mongrel kick. Bounces over the top. Here's a chance for Pearce. Just bounces overhead. But Dawson, ever reliable Dawson, reads it well as he always does. And the Hornets will clear. And it's a nice kick out wide. Out on the wing position there as the Hornets looking to bring the ball back in. They'll go down the line. Left footer. Kicks it high. Up they go. Oh, lovely mark in defence. Good play there by the Panthers. They'll go through the middle. Bartoli Simmons plays on quickly. Greenaway kicks towards a vacant centre half forward. Whatever that allows Dawson, who just keeps racking him up. Payne on one leg kicks it out towards Banks Smith. Banks Smith, eyes are darting around. Plays on. Kicks into space. Looking for Watson. Tries to create the space. Well roved there by Myers. Myers on the lead. And he's found Stackelberg. Great play by Myers. Also been impressive today. But again, I think it's been that general in defence in Dawson. Just gets to the right spot.
Knows where to be, doesn't he?
Knows where to be.
Time.
Yep. And that over to Payne. Over to Myers.
And Payne, you're right, who was in pain.
And still managed to get a kick. Connor Stackelberg coming in. Has a shot for goal. You can put your glasses down. It's straight through. Stackelberg has 4. Aspley have 11. 11, 77. Well on top of Morningside now. 7-9, 51.
Yeah, wonderful build-up. Perslow coming off, took a wonderful, at the blood rule there. Got one across the Snolls, took a wonderful mark in defence just before that goal. Of course, had to bring it back through the middle. I've really liked his game, though, today, Perslow.
He's done well, Perslow. Yeah, he's certainly a player of the future. As I said, he's been rewarded with a selection in the state squad, so we'll keep an eye on that. But he's certainly a promising big man and a big future at Morningside.
Only young.
Yeah, he's only 21, I think, 21. So, he's certainly a player to watch. And the state game, as we're going to talk about in a few weeks' time down at Bond University, you've got to play a limited number of under 23 players. So it's a great concept. Great concept for both teams. Back in the middle. Punched over the top. Rove was Lohman. Straight through his cockatoo. Steps back inboard. Into space. He's being held back there. Can't take the mark. Wesley Black around the corner. Finds his teammate. Good work. That looks like it's Jeffrey. Jeffrey goes back across. Back to Liam Dawson, the general. Right back in the goal mouth. He's got Jeffries again if he wants him. He's going to bite something off here. What's he going to do? He launches a bit of a torpedo, and it's not a great one. And it gives the young bloke in Greenaway a nice mark. And Greenaway on side forward 50. Recruited across from Mount Gravatt. He's been impressive today. He's certainly had his moments, hasn't he, David?
He has. Particularly early in the game. Take his best kick. On debut, goes with the left boot. Didn't strike it as cleanly as he would have liked. Missed to the near side. Through for a minor score.
And I think, David, Paul Egan will certainly take a bit out of this game as well. He's had a good chance to have a look at the next...
I was just going to say they've lost no admirers whatsoever today, have they?
No, they've had a look at the next group of boys that are pushing for senior selection. So a few of them will be, they'll certainly be thinking about.
Comes back in from Dawson. Turnover, however, Swan takes the mark. They're starting to cramp up now. He wants to move it quickly in towards full forward. Gets out over the back. Cockatoo was there. Couldn't complete it. They put the pressure on. They lock it in. And they get a stoppage. Ball up. Only 25 out from their goals. 24 gone here in the final term. 77 plays 52. 25 points a margin. They do well. Handball comes back. Shot off a standing start by Taylor is an absolute ripper. And Taylor gets his second goal of the afternoon. That was almost goal of the day.
Two great goals. It was a great call there, David. Two great goals. He's kicked a blinder in the first one.
Yep.
That was clever roving. A la Kevin Bartlett, just read it beautifully off the pack and then got onto the left foot and kicked a beauty. So as you said, they're still going to fight it out.
Injured here, coming off.
Yeah.
Was hoping it was just cramp, but in a bit of trouble, putting pressure on it.
Yeah, Mac Herring coming off with a, looks like a bit of an ankle or knee injury. He's in good hands of the trainers. Of course, don't forget it's Women's Coaching Month as well. Any of the clubs out there that are watching the big game today, make sure you promote your female coaches at your footy club and put them up on the social media or send them in AFL Queensland, and I'm sure they'll put it up for you. Check with your local details with your football clubs.
Back in the middle. We go again. Neither Ruckman got an effective hit out that time. Get the clearance this time. Cockatoo worked into the game in the second half. Cockatoo drives it inside 50 again. No one can take a mark. Or just a broken tackle there. Enabled Sanders to feed off the handball. He's got runners. Henderson on the left boot. Goes high with it up and under. No mark taken. Spills to ground level. Morningside can maybe bring it in again. Cockatoo can drive it inside 50. Look who, Dawson. The last man you wanted anywhere near. And Dawson. I was going to ask you before, Jack, have you ever seen Dawson play a bad game?
No, he's been a super player here on the QAFL, and some of you, as I said, two-time best on ground in grand finals. He's going for the third if they can get there this year, a la Dusty Martin.
Yeah. Ball gets towards centre wing. Taken off hands there by Nyland Rowe. His kick goes looking for Cockatoo. Can't complete it though, so turnover is on. Now the ball comes back into the middle. Two players have got to go for this. Banks Smith was there. Soccer's off the ground. It might be a beautiful soccer off the ground as well. He'll get his own football back here, Banks Smith. And then he'll lob it up looking for Stackelberg. But flying over the top, and we've sung his praises this afternoon, was Housen.
Housen, a big long kick out of the back. Here's a chance for McCarthy. If he can pick it up, he toe pokes it forward. Morningside will get there. They'll feed the ball backwards, but the handball misses Griffiths and the ball goes over the line and out of it. And also Wosley Black in defence as well.
Yep.
He's had a big job on Downey today, but he's had his moments as well today. So both fullbacks have done pretty well, but Stackelberg's had 4. He's kicked 4 and Downey's kicked 3 in the shootout of the two great full forwards. We've got a player down there, looks like. He's just getting up nice and slowly. It looks like it is number 46 in Chris Swan, the debutant ruckman, just getting up very slowly. Just double check if he's okay. He's going to make his way off. I think he's feeling a bit sore. So the umpires
Not the time you want to get injured. 28-minute mark of the final term, is it?
No, but
on debut.
But Aspley have answered back, haven't they? They went down to Palm Beach last week. You spoke about the no ruckman. I think Coombs has really answered today, hasn't he? He's come back, obviously up against an AFL ruckman. I'm sure he was last week, but he certainly answered it back. Interesting, they stopped the play for the player to come off. Unless it's a blood rule, you think they would just throw the ball in. Now he's jogging off. Let's get the game going.
Yeah, I think the umpires are saying it now.
Yep.
Ball thrown back in. Coombs got the hit out, works it well. They do the chain of handballs. Henderson's involved. They get the kick. Stackelberg's there. He grabs it, but he's quickly grabbed by Housen as well. They feed it back again. The old don't argue. Now the kick goes inside 50. There's plenty of players up for the ball. Good knock away there was by O'Dwyer. They work it well through Bartoli. Simmons kick, just copped it on the half volley. There was Liam Dwyer. The ball turned over, came out to Sanders. His kick goes in towards half forward. Umpire's found a free kick. Going to come back to Morningside. over the shoulder, and Waters will take the free kick, and he'll go in short and get it to Dwyer.
Dwyer goes inboard. Finds Pearce, who plays on quickly under pressure. Put his teammate under pressure. He's been run down straight away. Umpire says, I'll roll it up. We go around the grounds. Noosa 69, trailing Palm Beach 72. We've got a cliffhanger there. Redlands 132, leading Broadbeach 83. Wilson Grange 92, well over Labrador 68. Umpire throws the ball up, tapped over the back. Tried to grab the ball was Payne. Dwyer handballs, but Pearce again through the middle of the ground, but he gives the ball over, turns it over towards Banks Smith. Strongly tackled there was O'Dwyer, and the umpire says they'll have it. Surface 174, well over top of Mount Gravatt 39, and Maroochydore have bounced back strong, 90, leading Sherwood 65.
So a couple of close ones on the grounds here. Ball comes out for the Hornets. One bounce, running goal into Woods. Full forward hits the post.
Oh,
that was Matthew Payne.
Matthew Payne, what a vintage clearance that was. We've seen that
turn the clock back.
Yeah, it certainly did.
Ball comes back into play again. They just go straight up the middle now. The time will certainly beat Morningside. As we've mentioned, lost no admirers, 20 points to margin. Batoli Simmons is going to kick up towards centre forward, but getting off the chain again to come across and take intercept mark number about 23 was Dawson. He's clearly certainly right up there in the best on ground again with Coombs. We work it to the outer side. Coombs, that man we just spoke of, throws it on a boot, gets it up towards half forward, 2-on-1. Morningside went out. They get the ball forward again. Intercepted though that time. It was taken by McDonald. His kick goes out wide. That's okay. That got a teammate. Now Harker's there. They go in short. Kick was okay. Finds Templeton. Templeton, 2 kicks from goal. Wants to bring it back in the corridor. Finds Banks Smith. Banks Smith just goes with a little toe poke just inside 50. And the mark there was taken by Lee, Josh Lee. And he can go back and try and run this clock right down. We've just over 31 and a half minutes. Taylor comes to the bench for a breather. But the last one. The Lee. Josh Lee. Been pretty good this afternoon as well. The kick from right on 50. The kick goes on. He's got the journey, but it just misses to the right hand side and through for a minor score. So 21 points to margin, 11-13, 79, 8-10, 58. We're right in the dying stages of this QAFL match of the day.
McCarthy being good, and that's a siren. He gets his kick away, but it's going to be Aspley Hornets who have bounced back after a defeat last week. And the boys, under the coaching of Adrian Pilgrim, it was Aspley Hornets 11-13, 79, defeated Morningside 8-10, 58. We have a look at the goal kickers, and Dave, I guess you'd have a look at some of the best players, but for the goal kickers for Aspley, we had Stackelberg had 4, then 1 each to Ryan Banks-Smith, back in the Aspley colours, Mitch Crawley, Cohen Harker, Brandon Batchelor, Will Pepin, Thomas Watson and Mac Herring. And for Morningside, 3 goals to Keegan Downey, 2 to Harry Taylor, 2 great goals to Harry Taylor, and then 1 to Garrett Madonna, Kai Perslow and Marcus Peake.
Yeah, that the goal scorers there, 21 points to margin. Yeah, well, I just, interestingly, yeah, just having a look, Morningside, they had a lot more players that sort of drifted in and out of the game. They had good quarters, 2 good quarters and 2 not so good quarters. But yeah, we did like Greenaway. I thought Cockatoo's second half was a lot better than his first. But Batoli Simmons was probably the most consistent player over the 4 quarters for them. We love those couple of goals from Harry Taylor as well. They were absolute straight out of the top draw. Aspley, well, I shouldn't say unfortunately because it's not fair. If he keeps getting best on ground, he keeps getting best on ground. And Dawson, I thought, was clearly that this afternoon, along with Coombs. We've sung his praises in the ruck. I thought they were the 2 absolute standouts. Banks Smith was very good. Harker was good as well. Payne, another one that very, very rarely plays a bad game, Myers. But I just thought overall they probably had more better players through the 4 quarters than Mornington did this afternoon.
Morningside, that's right. So that's the end of our game. We want to thank everyone for coming along and listening to our QAFL commentary. We're on each and every week on AFL Queensland YouTube. Until next week, on behalf of Jack Barry, on behalf of David Hampton, we look forward to catching you at more QAFL games this year.